Okay, guys, we are live. So for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly Grim and Perilous Master today, because today we are carrying on with our ongoing campaign, playing Cubicle 7's outstanding Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition, and we are playing our campaign set in the northernmost part of the Empire. That would be the Grand Barony of Nordland, as depicted in the Salzenmund sourcebook. And with me today are the stars of the Salt, Silver, and Sin campaign. I'll go the order I've got you guys on the screen here. Why don't you tell us who you are and who you're playing? First up, we've got Sean.
Hey, I'm playing Thognoth Barrickson, and a dwarf of the Cragforge clan that is an Ironbreaker.
Very nice. Next up is John.
Hey everyone, I'm John. I'm playing Talthir of Manon. He is a priest of Manon.
Nice.
And Salzmunder human.
Excellent. Next up is Colin, a.k.a. Spike Pit.
Hello there, I'm playing Frederick Schuster. He is a peasant, a lowly peasant, making his career as a hunter. And yeah, he's a little bit subdued at the moment. Took a bit of a pasting in the last session. Probably his first real, serious combat in his life, I would say. He's kind of not really signed up for all this, so yeah, he's a little bit traumatized by it all, I would suggest.
And then last, but certainly not least, is Darren.
Hello there, yeah, I'm playing Alwyn Coulson, who is a human outlaw, and as always, he's got his trusty family pet, Astrid, with him.
Very nice. So last session saw us resolve the first really full adventure we played in this campaign so far. What happened last time? I can bring you guys over. I don't think I've got all the mug shots any longer, but let's see here. If I am mistaken, I am not. So what happened last time, guys?
Well, we finished the investigation of all the suspects, and we took it to Brother Raymer, should I say, that we suspect that Dorothy Durenbach was the murderer of the priest. So he put that to her. They went to put her under arrest, and as we did that, she openly confessed that she had killed him. And just as she did that, Jacob, he blew a whistle or some sort of horn or trumpet or something, which summoned more of these mutants from the forests, and they began to attack the group while Jacob and Dorothy made escape with a few shots from Frederick, but we had to withdraw. Basically, there was too many of them. We were badly outnumbered. They had some bombs as well. They were rolling under the caravans, causing explosions and stuff. So, yeah, it was quite a coordinated attack, pre-planned or somewhat planned. So after that, everyone decided to head back, not continue the journey, head back. The families went their ways, their separate ways, and our small group decided to head back to the inn where we'd the coaching inn we'd stayed the previous night.
So I'm going to expand out our map here. Put you guys over here because I wanted to talk about one thing we didn't talk about really was kind of where you guys are on the map and what we didn't role play through any of the decision for what you want to do. So I thought we'd pick up from. Well, first off, if the players who were not here, see if you guys have any questions about the resolution of this. I mean, the burning question in everyone's mind is where the fuck was the dwarf? But I mean, you know, that's I think a question he needs to live with. But
he had to relieve himself in the forest.
Yeah, and it just takes. There's a well-known, dwarven propensity for prostate issues, and we didn't. So
we don't need to get into that.
No. All right, so here's where
the peace talks were canceled. Is that right? After all was said and done. Gotcha.
Yes. What is going on here? So they've changed.
With all the undercurrents of stuff going on between the families, it might be a good thing.
Yeah. And the guilty parties were numbered two. Is that right? The Dorothy and Jacob.
Yeah, the two to be married couple.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, she murdered him, but he fully supported her and protected her, and they went off together.
It's like a wedding gift, supporting her in this.
Yeah, I think she was
endeavor.
trying to protect him from his secret being exposed, and he was like, "Well, you killed him, so I'll cover it up for you." And it's kind of hey.
And why did
love
she
is
kill
real.
him? What was the reasoning?
The discovery of the mutants at his property and the secret getting out.
Gotcha.
I mean, as far as a motive, I mean,
Yeah, she was also into all the
decent.
chaos,
yeah.
or worshipping and all.
She had her own bats in the
there-
belfry.
Well, hold
Yeah,
on.
well,
What evidence did you find that she was worshiping chaos?
Didn't we get that from her brother?
No, that was the
That
other
was the
sister.
other one. Yeah,
Oh, it was the other sister.
their whole family's crazy.
Yeah, they all had problems. That's
In a family of crazy, the normal one looks suspicious.
So, we talked before about it being south, and like when I was going through the geography of the book again, it didn't really make sense for it to be down here. So, I'm going to assume that the Kreutzfeld and the Durenbach lands are actually over here. So you'd have to kind of zoom in a scooch in order to see it. But there is your trip out there from Salzenmund, which is right here, would have involved going through, I think it's called Odenleitz. Yeah, Oldenleitz. You would have stopped there. Oldenleitz serves as kind of the clearinghouse. All the different mines that mine silver in the area deliver their cargo to Oldenleitz, which is then transported on to Salzenmund. So your trip into the lands would have been 1 day downriver from Salzenmund to Oldenleitz, 1 day out into the country where you had that roadside inn, and you are currently about a half day moving out into the Kreutzfeld or to the manor of Ludman von Kempermund, who is the name of the third party that you're supposed to stay with here. I'll put that in chat for you. Ludman von Kempermund. I was generating names using an online generator, and the first suggestion for it was Ludman von Feelbad. And I'm like, I read it, I'm like, oh, that looks good. And then I said it out loud, I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Feel bad. You felt bad about it?
I felt bad about using that. So there are plenty of great pun names in the official material, but
oh yeah.
And as someone pointed out in chat, the Kreutzfeld, Jakob Kreutzfeld is a bit on the nose as well. But the so what we can picture, I guess first off, any last questions before you guys are making a decision as to where to go? None?
The idea was to go back to where we came from, right? The inn.
Well, that's what you're going to be deciding at the start. We're going to pick up right from the moment when the other when the nobles are leaving. In which case, let's bring it back to the road here.
Who's still with us besides the party, if anyone?
So that is a good question as well. Let me show you here. It's like the Thognoth walking up. All right, what'd I miss?
Yeah, he just came out of the forest. He's still zipping up.
That chrome rail plate does not lash itself back up.
What the hell happened?
Okay. All right. So, as they are departing, you can see that because all the coaches have been destroyed, it is one retinue with mercenaries heading back in the direction of the Kreutzfeld estate without their mercenary chief with them. And that was... Let's see here. I have all the separate things here. Let me just grab that. There we go. Without Errant, or
Yes.
Arent, with them. Let me find Arent, because he will be sticking behind. And that is... Where are we here?
Here he is.
Here we go. Boy, oh boy, this was a while back we started this. Okay. So Arent, or Arent, is still with you. You may recall that Greta has disappeared. She ran off. Matthias...
She was the assassin, right?
She was the assassin, yeah. Once there was people starting to get arrested, she ski-daddled.
And she'd been hired by Jacob as a plan B or something like that, right?
She had been hired by Jakob's father.
Jacob.
Yeah, as a plan B. In the event things went poorly with the Durenbachs, her job was to make sure someone didn't make it back from the negotiations. All right, and then it is Raymer Kremse. So, brother... Make sure you guys can see it. There we go. And there is brother Raymer. And Matthias Netson. I might have Netson spelled wrong there, but... Let's see. Nelson. All right. So as the one group is heading off into, the east, leaving Arent behind, the other, the Durenbachs, heading off to the west with their men-at-arms accompanying them. The mutants having disappeared into the Kreutzfeld lands. It leaves Brother Raymer, the mortal remains of the murdered Sigmarite priest, Herr Hager, Father Hager. His acolytes, or at least the surviving ones who were not injured by the mutants, you can tell that this last encounter with them was much more violent than what the first one. The first one was that kind of like pantomime of violence with the prepared speech. This time they, Frederick can tell you, like, they were shooting for, they weren't throwing the bombs within the group of people, so they weren't like trying to kill it. It didn't seem, at least with those weapons, they were trying to kill as many as they could, but they most definitely destroyed all three carriages. So as they're sort of going off, it is probably late afternoon at this point, and Raymer will come over to you, Talther, because you may remember that you and your counterpart from the Church of Shalia were the ones who had kind of been appointed the head of this investigation, Katerina. And he says, well, what I think is best, we are expected at Lord Van Kumpermoon's manor And while the meeting between families will not be proceeding, I think it best first to report to him what has occurred, and then with perhaps with his assistance, then returning to Salzenmund and reporting to the Grand Baron to the Elector Baron, I guess. No, it would be Elector Count and Baron at the same time. That's why it takes 20 minutes when King Charles walks into a room. The little colonial, or not colonial, a little Commonwealth humor there for you. What do you intend on doing, Brother Talther?
Well, I believe the concession among the group is to head back to Salzman and report directly. Although your plan may be just as wise. The sooner the word gets out of this mission, the better for all.
There is wisdom in your plan.
I'm not looking forward to the hike back.
No, it is. We will be fortunate to reach von Kempermund's manor before nightfall, and those creatures are still... I fear that they are still out there. So...
Point.
He gestures to Errant and says, and that one, do you know what he intends on doing? His employment was, this is something that Thognoth and Talther, you missed. He was fired as soon as it was found that there was money that one of the Durnbachs had that he was going to use to pay off the bribe or the blackmail from Herr Hager. As soon as that was discovered, he was fired by Jakob, and that's when he spoke to the rest of the crew and let them know about what was going on. Or at least what he knew. But he is a man without employment now.
But Katerina had agreed to give good word for him when we get back and try and help to get him employment. So he was sort of acting as a bit of a bodyguard until he got shot up quite badly in the mutant attack.
Oh yeah, right. He caught a fucking... That's right.
Yeah, Katerina saved his life. She brought him basically
down and out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's more or less sort of... Well, he's given his oath to defend her. Well, certainly in that last encounter, I don't know how much it extends beyond that, but he was certainly most grateful, as you might expect.
Mm-hmm. So do you take him with you? He is suffering from a pretty serious wound right now. He's going to have to be transported on a travoy or something like that.
Well, Talthor is somewhat has some training in healing, if that'll help. But
what can be done with that has been done with Katerina. She actually called on the divine in order. Her first miracle was to heal Errant.
Okay. Well, so if we take him with us, it'll slow us down.
It will slow you down, but if you have medicine, that would actually... if you have training in that will at least allow you to keep the wound clean on the road and stuff like that. The old world is rife with all sorts of shit. More soldiers die from infection in the old world and dysentery and pox than they do from sexually transmitted diseases than they do from the actual injuries.
Yeah. Talther is not opposed to bringing him with us because you don't abandon somebody that you can save. If somebody goes overboard, though, good luck.
So what do you guys think?
Yeah, well, I'm keen to bring him along for sure. He seems like a pretty stand-up, solid guy.
Does anyone have? Let me see here. Oh, I can look on the screen because the screen has a full list of skills on it. Here we go.
Oh yeah. The master skill list.
Love it.
Yeah. I was noticing that IM has one too. I was taking note. Does it have it? It does. Yeah.
Yeah. Cubicle 7, I think, makes the very best GM screens. Every one of their games, for this, for Imperium Maledictum, for Wrath and Glory, for Soulbound, every one of them is fucking great.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm looking for is I'm a skill to fabricate a litter or a travois.
Trade? No, that's not that. That's not what that's for. Oh, maybe.
Maybe I'll take a look at it because I don't see that.
It's based on dexterity. I'm noticing.
That's interesting. Let's take a look here. The trade represents your ability to create something or to provide a service.
There you go.
Yeah, and like carpenter, cook, embalmer, smith, tanner, those are all examples. Nice. Is anyone? It is an advanced skill. Is anyone trained in trade?
Not the kind you're looking for.
I doubt it.
Nope.
Let's see here. No.
No one's trained in. Okay.
I've got smuggling. Smuggling won't help.
Smuggling will not help. No.
You just pull out this rope that I've had the entire time.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying so? You have the trade skill, but you've got a specialization in smuggling?
Yeah. Trade is under like a title, and I got smuggling as the
that's what I'm looking
skill.
for. Yeah, so that's fine. Yeah, like so then, like smuggling sometimes requires you to be fabricating and lashing things together. The game is very forgiving as far as going outside of your specialization.
Okay.
Like these are intended to be. It's not like D&D with its occupations which never come into play, or I mean to be honest, even Pathfinder's lores don't come into play as often as they probably could. This is intended to be more, more broad.
Gotcha. Well, I'm not that great at it. I got a 29 total, but.
So this will be with the assistance of others. I'll bump it up to an easy. Or I'll make it to an average. Will be an average task, because basically what you're going to be doing is taking the remnants of while the the two noble families would have unhitched their horses and taken them with them, the ones that weren't injured or needed to be put down. Brother Raymer is willing to give you guys one of the horses to help transport to Errant. To bring him back, because he's going to be a big and heavy dude, and he's wearing fucking plate mail. So what you would probably want to do is fashion together something. You're going to get that, I think, would be an average test, but you're also going to have some of the. Now, a farrier is someone who works with tack and harness, right?
Sounds right. Yeah.
Is that correct? Because I think that let's see here. Come on, internet, don't let me down.
Yep, trims and chews horses' hooves is a farrier.
Okay. Does that include the?
Well, they gotta know how to like tie up a horse's legs so they don't kick them.
Yeah. Yeah, so farrier is more dealing with the actual shoeing and unshoeing horses. Well, I don't know what the profession would be for the harnesses and whatnot, but they're going to be trained in some degree in that, which will bump up your difficulty by one more as well. So you'll have a saddler. That makes, I think that makes sense. Unless a saddle is different from the bridle. I don't know. Yeah, you want to know why we have these different things? It's because of fucking guilds. Right. Guilds would have proprietary, control over every little aspect of trade.
Right.
Okay. Let's see. Who makes reins?
Well, it says a saddler is leather work, including bridles, saddles, harnesses.
Oh, great. So it would be a saddler for sure. All right. Interesting. Then, Talther, would you give us a trade check at easy, plus 40?
Easy. Okay. Well, here goes. Target bonus none. SL bonus none. Whew.
Success. All right. So now here's the thing. This will take a couple of hours, which means you guys will, in all likelihood, be traveling in night, and it means that Brother Raymer would be leaving. Are you comfortable with that?
I am.
Who's paying for this job? Is it the guy at Lord Ludman?
It was the Electric Count who was going to be paying stipend to both Talther and to Katerina.
Because that's probably where Alwyn's allegiance is. Whoever's paying is where he wants to go next. But
I mean, we gotta take this guy with us one way or the other. So if we go there.
But Brother Raymond's going to go off on his Todd basically into the darkness, isn't he? He's carrying on, and if we turn back, it'd be on his own.
Was Brother Raymond was that the assistant to the murdered priest? Who was that again?
Raymer?
Raymer. Yeah, he was the one that was sort of leading proceedings when he went it.
Yeah. Brother Raymer was the surviving. He was the next most senior Sigmarite priest.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
Yeah, so when Herr Hager was killed, Brother Raymer kind of took over, and then he's the one who suggested that Talther and Katerina, as the other representatives of the Electric Count, that they conduct the investigation under that cloak of authority.
Mm-hmm. And where's Brother Raymer from? Is he from our area? Is he from our city?
No, because he was part of the traveling retinue of the Sigmarite priest. Herr Hager, before his death, was a traveling and influential priest, troubleshooter within the Sigmarite church, and it turns out a blackmailer.
And you said, Kevin, just now that he's gonna go off on his own.
Well,
he's traveling. Brother
Raymer and the rest of the surviving Sigmarite priests, they are going to carry on to the destination, which is von Kempermann's estate, the noble who was going to be hosting both families.
They don't want to wait. He doesn't want to wait.
Well, no, because he wants to reach there before nightfall, and the hills are still full of mutants.
I see.
And if you guys are not going to carry on with them, you're welcome. There's nothing preventing you from going to von Kempermann's estate. It's just that, as Alwyn counts, the person who's going to pay you is when you get back. And that will likely, once you deliver this news, there isn't specifically anything else that you are involved with.
Tasked.
Colin, can you hear us again?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Good.
You hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we thinking? We're going back. Is that what we decided?
To get paid, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think the only question is if we want to help escort the priest to continue, then he might consider, waiting for us if he knows we're going to go with him. Otherwise, he's going to go. So.
I see the question now. Do we think he needs escorting?
Well,
it's a pretty dangerous place. I'd hate for anything to happen to him, but
yeah,
I'm happy to go with you, gentlemen.
if there are mutants running about in the woods, it's probably better to stay in a group, and maybe escort them back.
It should be clear, too, for those who aren't familiar with the old world, the Sigmarite faith is a very militant faith. Mm-hmm. So they are, to be blunt, they are more likely to be protecting you than you protecting them.
Well, yes,
I beg your pardon. The dwarf knows no such thing, but...
yeah, the thing with the Sigmarites, like, they should be fine making their way out in there. It's just that... yeah, it's up to you as to whether they are leaving.
I mean, does that seem fairly obvious? Does that seem fairly obvious to Frederick? Is he looking at them thinking, "Oh yeah, I think I'd rather"? Hang around with those guys?
The Sigmarites. So not every Sigmarite is a warrior per se, but it is part and parcel of being like the god is the former like emperor of the Smasher of Chaos, ally of dwarves. It's the hammer that all the Sigmarites use is a recreation or a recreation of the very hammer that the dwarves forged for Sigmar when he was immortal, that he used to smash chaos and save the Empire. So he is, their faith is definitely much more of the militant variety. Doesn't mean they're all, some of them are going to be kind of like, dad's weekend football league kind of, level of fitness. But there's, they are at the very least able to handle themselves better than like, they would be comparable to what the house guard would be. So they're going to be about as safe traveling there as what and for these ones too, remember that they're also a more political bent than what the typical ones are. So your average more military or militant focused Sigmarite priest might be a more capable combatant than what these guys are,
right?
But they should be safe, and especially with the numbers they've got, there still is, I think, 10 surviving acolytes. So if you guys wish to travel with them, that would be traveling in a bigger group. They also may not need to wait then. They would have the extra hands to quickly lash together something to drag Errant along. The reason that I suggested making a litter or a travois for the horse to drag is because I'm assuming none of you want to be doing it.
Yeah, no.
And Astrid, to be clear, is a very good girl, but she's unlikely to be able to pull a 6'3", mercenary.
Chunker mercenary,
yeah.
Well, if we think they're safe, then should we travel back to the coaching inn?
Well, what about our safety? Sounds like we would be quite safe with them as well, though.
We've got the dwarf.
Well, it depends where I assume they would go back to the town after that, or were they considering to go on to somewhere else?
Yeah, their trip would be, unless they were planning on making new homes in the Von Kempermund lands, they would have to return back. It's a day's trip from the Kempermund house or Kempermund estate back to the coaching inn, and then it's a day from the coaching inn to what was it? Oberlitz. And then from Oberlitz of a day more. So from where you're standing right now, it is probably about 2.5 days travel to get back to Salzenmund.
Well, we could go with them and head back to town tomorrow morning.
I mean, if we go to some
3 days travel then.
Yeah, if we're going to some noble's house, I mean, there's bound to be a nice slap-up meal involved there as well. Some hobnobbing with the rich and famous. Hopefully we'll get treated nicely after all we've done.
What have you done?
Where were they?
Well, we've escorted. We've all right. We've found the guilty. We've uncovered this.
That's right.
And what happened to the guilty again?
They got away.
Well, they got away. But I've done my bit. I can hold my head up.
I mean, I'd rather lean on the forgiveness or understanding of the church than a noble family that was expecting something else to happen and it did not.
Well,
are you saying that nobles would take a easy opportunity to scapegoat those who can't protect themselves?
In a heartbeat.
Well, perhaps you're right. You know about this stuff, Talfa.
But only what I've heard.
You're a more educated man than me. I'm but a humble hunter and trapper and teller of stories. And my experience with nobles extends to, well, more recently shooting them.
Well, you saw how they acted, right? And how deviant some of them were.
Well, definitely, yeah.
They get away with that because of their status.
Yeah, ain't that the truth?
It's also worth remembering that the reason that some may have been more tolerant and more patient is because you did it the cloak of the electric count to lend you status, as it were.
Personally, I'll risk the road back to Salzamund. That's
Well,
my folks.
I'm happy either way. I'll go with the group.
Alan?
I vote head back. Let's get back, tell the electric count what happened, and get our money.
Okay. All right.
Dognoth?
That sounds fine.
Well, you might find some mutants to cave in on the way there, if luck favors.
I'm just sullen by the fact that I missed the whole skirmish. It's a travesty.
So I have some terrific news, guys. I found in the Enemy in Shadows companion
Bang dragons.
rules
Owlbears.
for weather.
Oh, nice.
Who's going to be the sacrificial Dave of the group?
Exactly. We're going to be doing a rotating roll, although we found out...
I can volunteer. Manon is the god of the sea and weather, so...
that is true, yeah. And we did find pretty solid evidence in our last Kingmaker session that everybody rolls shitty weather rolls, so it is not just Dave. So would you kindly, John, give us a D100 roll? Okay. Oh, so...
Oh, you said John or Sean?
Oh, sorry, I said John, but I
okay.
muttered, sorry. I guess no one to call it Shawnee Boy, so maybe I'll just do that. So the weather is fair. As far as for today, the weather is fair. So what comes in overnight will be an open question, but
Only minus 20 then, Kev.
fuck me, it's minus 12 today, and like the difference in that minus 35. Oh my god!
Back to the shorts, mate. Back to the shorts.
Well, I still wore my shorts during the whole time. I didn't. That did not change.
Nice.
Yeah, one of the advantages of working from home. I just the last time I wore a full suit for anything, I think was October, and then before that, maybe March. So, yeah. All right. But for Matthias is going to accompany you because he is interested in getting back to civilization as well. But Brother Raymer asks if there's anything else you require. He will leave supplies like food. Oh my goodness.
Does he have any bandages or clean water to spare, just so I can look after Arndt?
Well, he has water that he can spare. And let's see what the cost of bandages are.
Did the noble families round up all the arms and armor from their fallen troops?
Scavenging from the dead.
I think they would have, yeah.
Yeah, I think they would have, yeah.
Yeah.
No free loot for you. This is not
what?
D&D.
Hold on. Why don't you give me a second here? I'm just going to look up this thing here. Yeah, like a physician's kit is quite expensive, so it wouldn't be providing that. But I think for like linen bandages, they could probably turn over some things to you. So you'll have at least some supplies. But physicians, it's 3 gold crowns for the physician's kit, which is like, it's very, very expensive.
What am I, a noble?
Yeah, exactly.
I need to marry up first.
Yeah.
I've actually got 40 in trade, but I haven't named a specialisation.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You have 40 in trade. Is that one of your... Because you are a hunter, aren't you?
Well, trap, yeah, hunter, trap, currently trapper, I guess.
Okay. Let's see here.
Career hunter, level trapper.
Ah, okay. So, I think you're a peasant class. Yeah, here we go. Huh. I don't know where you would have got trade from. It's not a...
Is it something to do with being that Salzenmund variant?
Oh, maybe. Maybe,
Yeah, because
maybe.
there's a little bit different.
Yeah, that's right, because there was... Salsamund definitely is a... Let's see here. Yes, trade. So you do have to choose one.
Nice.
But yeah, trade is one of your ancestry skills.
Yeah, because I was thinking to go into the some sort of leather working, because with the old man and the Schusters being cobblers and such, I thought maybe a branch of leather working, being a hunter and everything else, it might be something you could sit and while away the hours around the campfire, stitching up this and that, and
Yeah, moccasins, for everyone.
yeah, there you go, moccasins up the wazoo.
Yeah.
Like someone that knits, handing out caps, and in this case, it's moccasins.
Every Christmas for my mom. My mom's an outstanding knitter, and I get.
Nice.
I have. I can't get my. I don't even get my foot up. I've got. Look,
Come
these
on,
are my,
Kevin, get it up there.
Look at that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got something similar here.
Those are great.
My mate make these.
Yeah, they're fucking great.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
Especially for those minus 35 days. The floor gets. We have hardwood everywhere, so it's a little chilly during those.
And she does retreads on them as well. You can get like
Oh, that's
bottom
awesome.
sewn in. Yeah,
2.0 right there.
That's pretty good, yeah. Because I got a new line, I've got like 3 sets of them, and because I'm wearing lots of black from way back in the day, but also Anna's coloring is black and white, so all of my slippers that my mom knits are all black and white too to match Anna. So, yeah. Okay, so then Brother Raymer will turn over those supplies. Is there anything else you require? And you were gonna scrounge there.
Yes, take me a few hours to get this litter thing together, so you guys got time.
Yeah. So see if there's anything you can. That's a definitely.
Is anybody in the party wounded that needs to be looked at too?
Yeah, I'm pretty banged up, but I think I'm not as bad as I thought I was because of the way it works.
I'm wondering if she's given. Yeah, it looks like she's tried on you. Remember that last roll she had? It was a 72, 73.
Something went on, didn't it?
Yeah, so I think I have a feeling that it's like a lot of other games where like once someone's tried to heal you, you can't do it again.
Yeah,
But let's double check that. Heal, here we go. A patient can only benefit from 1 heal roll after each encounter.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds right then.
Yeah. And this is also, it's worth remembering that the wounds are like, it's the bumps and bruises, it's the exhaustion of yourself after the fights. It's like, like, oh man, I think I fucking pulled something in my shoulder. You're not actually suffering significant injuries.
That's it. Yeah, that's the conversation we had. That's right. I couldn't remember if it was this or Soulbound where we had that conversation.
Yeah, I think it's, to be honest, both. And we did have that conversation in Soulbound because it's
because I got banged up in that as well. Funny enough,
it's going around.
I'm noticing a pattern with these games.
I was telling Sean about
business.
Soulbound last night about that adventure we're playing, and that has completely sold me on that game now.
Yeah, that's
Nice.
funny, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good fucking game. Cubicle 7, man. They're putting out some good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so then what we're going to roll for is, I think, so now I'll take your input here too. Maybe evaluate, but I don't think that actually might be the like insight skill here.
This is to do what? This is to
See if there's anything to root around, see if there's anything of value. No, it's the value of like artifacts, trade goods, works of art. It is an advanced skill. Are you trained in evaluate, Frederick?
I've
I've got to evaluate, but again, I'm not great at it.
Oh.
So then, I mean, you've got an hour or so while Talther is working with the to get this thing set up. Thognoth will be doing the heavy lifting. Let's assume Alwyn can look for valuable stuff, and then I think it'll just be
like
perception for Frederick to try and get this. So let's make it for evaluate, we'll make it challenging, because I think that they will have tried to pull away all the stuff of value. For the perception for Frederick, why don't we make it average?
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a crit fail. Do you want to spend a fate point?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Fortune. Is it a fate? Fortune.
Fortune point. Yeah, that's right. Fate was last night, Madison.
Where's perception now?
There was a lot of fate spent last night, so that's perfectly
Yeah, that's
reasonable.
true.
Fine.
Perception is under melee.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, that's why. Right, so looking in the wrong place.
Last night was completing a 9-month voyage through the warp in our Rogue Trader campaign.
Oh, there it is.
Remember the last set of crit fails we got in the Supers game was Kevin was banking one earlier that session, then we suddenly got another one. It was like, oh great.
Man. Yeah, that was a great. I got a post about that
Oh,
actually
look at
too.
that. Nice.
That's pretty fucking good there, Frederick. All right. And what was it you were looking for specifically, or were you just looking for anything of value?
Well, it was really trying to look for sort of bits of armor and stuff, or maybe some sort of discarded sort of one careful loner leather jerkin or something that got lost in the shuffle after that encounter. It is kind of a little bit shook up and thinking, I need to protect myself a little bit better. So he's just scavenging around for that.
Yeah.
Really.
I think that in amongst the, because that's one away from one level of success away from a crit. What you treat as a crit in combat, right? Because it's 6.
Yep.
So I think what you'd find is somehow someone has either dropped So one thing you find is an open helm.
Mm-hmm.
So there'll be a plate helm that would grant you 2 AP. You can layer that. So if you've got leather, like a leather skull cap on, you can layer that with it.
Mm-hmm.
But it does impose a minus 10% penalty to perception.
Okay.
And you can also find a mail coat.
Okay.
That's covers your arms and body. It is flexible, so it can be worn under a layer of non-flexible armor. So you can put plate on top of that. It gives you 2 AP. Do you have any armor on right now? A leather jerkin or anything like that?
No.
Oh, wow. Okay, so then, yeah. If you wear this,
upgrade.
It grants 2 AP to those 2 areas, but wearing plate or mail grants a minus 10% penalty to stealth.
Okay.
Armor, what's that? I got robes.
Right. So under encumbrance, what would I write there?
Oh, the encumbrance for each. The mail coat is a 3.
You should be able to just drag it in as well.
Oh, yeah, right. You guys have access. I think you guys have access to
go to the compendium,
yeah,
the 4th icon along the little books in a row.
It was very easy to add my
go to the combat tab. You should be able to just write in mail coat and just drag
yeah, John,
it.
if you were able to drag it in, then I've got access. I couldn't remember which. I tried to make sure that our active campaigns, I've left them. That is one. I wish Roll20 would give the option to get more slots for more games, because you can do 5 games right now where you can share the. I guess like not everyone runs an unreasonable amount of games, but for me, it would be nice to have an extra like 3 ones just to be able to have like rotating ones with it. Right now, you can have 5 games where you're sharing the compendium settings, and there's like 6 games that we have ongoing that have access to the, compendium. So, but anyway, but this one,
they figured no one would ever need 6 slots.
It's crazy. More than 6.
It's crazy. We just solved an old question I had. I will share with you that I did not know were a mysterious minus 10 to my perception. Like, as I was like,
oh, your helm.
I found that 10 and I could not find like what the, where is this from? And I, so there it is.
The rule of thumb with Warhammer games now is read the last sentence in the paragraph.
Right.
That's where they hide all the gems. I thought of you last night, Darren, because we were reading one of the rules for like healing in Rogue Trader, and sure enough, the last fucking sentence is the one that gives you everything you need to know for it. So.
Yeah. Well, I will confess then I don't know how many perception rolls we've been having, but then I was cheating because I couldn't find, like, it didn't seem like it was justified. So I was counteracting it, thinking like, that's bullshit. So, we haven't had too
Something's
many sessions.
wrong here, and I'm sure it's not me.
Exactly.
So, your role-playing of a dwarf is fucking spot on.
Right.
He was taking his helmet off, having a look around, and then putting it back on.
Right. Totally. Well, yeah. I can delete that cheating now.
Okay. All right. So, Frederick, you now have what is depicted very similar to in your image, although you don't have a coif yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I'm trying to build that picture. Yeah.
Nice.
That is actually deliberate. I'm glad you.
I mean, the fucking schmutz on your face. You've got that already, so that's good.
Yeah. Going for that grim and gritty look.
Yeah, so as you're completing Telthor, you're able to put together a really terrific, I think, what did you get, 2 degrees of success?
Yes, 3.
Yeah, so you've got a great one. Like, this is going to handle bad weather and bad travel.
And drew back on my experiences aboard the ships and, made sure everything was knotted nicely. And
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that would be where you would have, you would know how to like lash shit together to make it hold or whatever. So Telthor's done a hell of a job of getting something to transport errant on. Matthias is strangely quiet, I think, during this time. There's once or twice where he'll be like bring the loot up as if he's going to nervously play it and then kind of like, seem as if he's looking for any more hidden mutants. The 2 moons will be rising soon as well, but fortunately due to the fair weather, the skies are clear, so you should be able to navigate the road, at least by moonlight. But and Thognoth, of course, has, I think, that the benefit of Dwarven. Do you have night vision or something similar, Thognoth? I don't think they have dark vision in the old world, because they still have to light torches and have glowing magical shit.
Oops.
You see very well natural. Yeah, as long as you have a faint source, right, yeah. Because in the first Gotrek and Felix one, where they go under, they're going into that old dwarf hole, there still are lights in there, alchemical lights that are burning for eternity. they wouldn't put those in there unless dwarves couldn't see in the pitch black.
No, that's right,
Yeah. So, Alwyn has found... oh, you made a success. Did I tell you what you found yet?
No, I failed miserably.
Oh, yeah, right. But you didn't critically fail, so I'm not rolling for, like,
No.
something collapsing on you or something like that.
No, it's just
Which is to say you're taking away my
grabs him
fun.
by the throat as he digs in his course. You shall not defile the grave.
Then Brother Raymer will be leaving you guys. So while you are doing this, it's just you and Matthias. Thognoth, Talther has put together a heck of a travois for transporting this mercenary. Why don't you guys give us an average. It's a skill I'm looking for here.
Like endurance?
Yeah, endurance. That's what I'm looking for. An average endurance check, please.
Spend a fortune point because
You don't want to be fatigued?
no.
Look at this, the outdoor.
There we go.
Okay. Talther, Thognoth. All right, is that everyone passed? Great.
Used to roughing it in the woods. So.
Yeah. So
failure.
it has been a long day, but it is going to be a longer night as you guys are heading off. Tell us about what's everyone's role going to be as you guys are making your way back to town, or back to the coaching inn at least. Anyone keeping watch, everyone making sure there is a road to follow here, so the chances of getting lost are not that high.
If I can keep watch as well as pull the, work on pulling, then that's what I'll do. If that's
you actually don't need to remember the Sigmarites left you with a horse. That's what Talther was working on. So the horse will drag errant.
then keeping an eye out, keeping watch.
Anyone have animal handling?
Animal care. That's advanced. I don't have any training in it.
Yeah, I've got animal care. I've got training in it.
I have charm animal, interestingly.
Nice. We already knew that Thognoth was a dog lover.
Yeah.
Everyone's got charm animal, I think.
Don't try to bring me down, Alwyn. Jiminy Christmas.
Guys, check it out. I have 2 eyes. Huh? So Alwyn, you can leave.
Beast law, is that any good, or is beast law just about monsters and stuff?
I think that's more of
Knowledge
knowing things about animals and stuff like that. What Alwyn would know is for the actual handling. So I'm assuming Alwyn, you'll be leading the horse along.
Yep. Okay.
With Astrid in tow. Talther and Frederick, anything you guys wish to do?
Go on, Talther.
Yeah, Talther will kind of like trail right behind the horse and Arndt, and maybe strike up a conversation with them as they go along. Just keep him occupied and distracted from his wounds.
Okay. Resting, if he can rest, might be probably a better option. Anyone trained in outdoor survival?
Yes.
Oh, that's a basic skill, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
survival,
got 39.
actually.
39.
I ain't got a rank in it, but it's...
Yeah, I'm the same. Come to think of it, come to find.
Is it an advanced skill or a...
No,
it's
it's
basic.
Yeah.
Basic.
Basic skill? Okay, great. So what one person can do, if you like, is someone could forage.
Yeah, I don't mind foraging.
Okay. So you've got Thognoth keeping watch. We've got Frederick foraging. Other options here are things like... You could assist if you want, Talther, for building on what you're saying. You could try and assist Errant with taking it easy. like being dragged along on this travelway, which you've done a really good job of putting together, is going to be counting as taking it easy. So you may be able to like kind of boost his recovery with long-term care.
That sounds good.
That sounds good. Okay. So then why don't we start with you? Give us a challenging, is it heal check?
I do have heal.
Yeah, give us a challenging heal check, please.
Not that great of a heal check, but
Just don't crit fail.
don't crit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so there's not any extra stuff, but you're doing your best you can. You could spend a fortune point to reroll if you like, but I mean, You're good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Then, Frederick, would you give us let me take a look here. It's in the core rulebook. Travel Endeavors, also from the same book that I mentioned.
Good thing is heal is on my level 2 of priest, so I'll start being able to get that cheaper with points to spend now.
Nice. So for those who are interested in running Warhammer Fantasy 2, like even if you're not running the mega campaign for Enemy Within, each of the companions has a ton of really useful and really great stuff. I was bitching about not having a bestiary out for this yet. Like they've got the Imperial Zoo, but what I want is like I want 10 pages of different kinds of orc stats. You know, I want 10 pages of different kinds of Skaven stats. There's a lot of that in here, and for as is appropriate for Warhammer, there's a lot of non-combat stuff. So there's like 5 pages of sample travelers and little hooks for you know, for adventures. It's really great.
They have a mutant section in that one too.
Yeah, they do, which is actually I've used for the campaign before.
Nice.
And then forgot about. All right, so why don't you give us a challenging test for outdoor survival, Frederick?
Okay.
So no modifier.
Ooh, bada bing.
That's amazing. So you get enough food for three people.
Nice.
All right. Bring back a little snack then.
And then finally, Thognoth, you're keeping watch. Would you give us a challenging perception check, please?
My perception was never great in the first place, and now it's. Should I be like I'm talking to myself basically, but should I carry my helm on my side until combat begins? You said challenging, right?
Challenging, please. Yeah. It is impressive. It is an impressive failure, but it is impressive. You want to fortune point that, or you want to leave as is?
I'm going to leave it.
Okay.
I think I'm 23%. Those low, it's a low.
Good of him to volunteer to keep watch.
Yeah. That may be.
Don't worry, fellows. I'll keep you safe.
I was going to say, I have got that talent, which may come in handy.
Combat aware. Nice. Yeah, why don't you give us a perception test as well?
As soon as Alwyn heard that the dwarf's keeping watch, he's like, "Oh, great!"
It's like when you like a little kid pretend to drive, like just fucking let him.
Right.
My perception is just as bad, though, to be fair. So, let's see. Oh, I want to do it, though.
There you go.
All right.
It's like 3 nat, green nat. That's a lot of the dice.
It's a lot of extremes. So what? Thognoth is up front, keeping watch, and he's muttering away as he as he does. What? Alwyn, you're leading the horse along. Talther seems to be keeping an eye on who is out, and Frederick has been, snagging maybe what game would be out in the evening.
Rabbit?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. So, the Alwyn.
Or pheasant?
What you can. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, no, they're bred, aren't they? So, yeah. Squirrel.
Yeah, squirrels. Oh, the squirrels would be probably daytime too.
All right, yeah. Or some roosting wood pigeon or something.
This is a really ignorant question. Are raccoons North American only?
Well, they're not here.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, I don't think you guys don't have porcupines either, do you?
No porcupines. You have hedgehogs.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's one of those things where I just assume they're everywhere, but that is incorrect.
No, it's something we were talking about the other day.
It looks like they can be found in parts of Asia, South America, and Europe, but they're mostly common over here in the North America.
Raccoons or porcupines?
Raccoons.
Raccoons, okay.
I wonder if somebody brought them over there and introduced the species.
Yeah, so the cane toad of Europe.
And we no longer have bear, elk, or
wolves.
wolf.
Yeah.
No wolves. However, the wild boar is making a comeback.
Excellent.
And we've reintroduced beavers to the rivers up north.
Do you have beavers?
Yeah, but they've been reintroduced because apparently it helps with the
Like
with
drainage
flooding
and
yeah.
Mitigating.
It was found to be a super important part of the ecosystem that we'd lost, and yeah, it really helps out with land management and stuff. And
Yeah. I'm trying to figure a way of shoehorning in a Canadian joke here. Because it is our national animal.
Yeah. Yeah. And your Canadian fee or something, right? Were we joking about that before to try to get enough Canadian content on your...
To apply for a Canadian grant.
Yeah.
we're always talking about snowy weather and stuff. We could perhaps talk a bit more about hockey.
Yeah, that is one shortcoming. I lose my Canadian card. I can't fuck. I don't hate hockey in the sense that I just don't give a shit about sports in general. So hockey just happens to be the one that I'm supposed to. As soon as I graduated high school, I was like, I am never having to pretend I enjoy hockey again. Fuck that. Yeah, so how about those Bruins? I don't know what the fuck you're saying. Like, what is going on? All right, so then. Alwyn, what you pick up is while Thognoth is doing his best to keep watch, he seems to have not been or not caught into the fact that you are definitely being stalked by something.
I should try and get that information to Thognoth without alerting our stalkers too easily. So
sure,
try and gesture him over for.
Why don't you
help
give
me
us
with a horse or something?
Yeah.
Don't look round, but we're being followed.
Yeah.
I think stealth then.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's another skill. I don't see another skill that seems to jump out for like deceive or yeah,
I don't think there is.
yeah, so give us and this will be an average.
I haven't actually got stealth, so it's not a basic skill.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it
Very
is.
bottom left of basic.
Yeah, it's an agility based basic skill.
Oh yeah, because it is. Oh, it's just not got a name on there for some reason.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there.
Average, do you say? Yeah.
Average, please. Yeah.
Yeah. Ooh. What
Now,
is that
this would be a
roll?
contested thing. Another thing worth pointing out that I love about this game, everything is contested. So, so long as they fail worst, well, not everything is, but like this type of thing, you're trying to avoid being spotted. So, first question is, you want to stick with that?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to go with that.
Okay. Yeah. So the second question is, what is it you do to draw Thognoth's attention? Because I can tell you, his attention, based on that roll, is fixed directly in the wrong direction.
All right. Yeah, I should just normal voice say, Thognoth, can you just lead the horse for a second while I deal with Astrid? And I'll just gesture him over.
He does so.
Thognoth, would you give us an intuition check, please?
Average? What is it?
I I think it'll be challenging. If it was Frederick, who you've got more experience with, I think there would be more likely that you would pick up as something was weird. But I think in this case, you haven't been traveling with Alwyn that long. You want to...
Sure.
Fortune point that?
I'm going to try it. Let's see. Fortune point. Doing it again. Intuition. Challenging. Nope.
Okay, so you don't think anything is awry here.
Everything's fine.
Yeah.
Stop bothering me.
Then, let me check. There we go. Alwyn. I have bad news for you, my friend. Here it is. Okay. All right, let me make a quick roll here. Yeah, moose. Any moose in the UK? No? The introduction of the moose program did not get a lot of support. Mm-hmm. How about a giant, destructive, and smelly animal? No? No? All right.
Yeah. Short-tempered and kind of aggressive.
Exactly. All right. Okay. So the one sound that... hey, look at that. I actually opened what I needed ahead of time. Madison, planning ahead here. Here we go. You hear the distinctive crack of a discharged crossbow bolt. And Alwyn, are you wearing any armor?
Just leather jerkin.
Leather jerkin. Okay. Oh, I got a roll hit location. That's right. Oh, no, I don't. I could reverse. It wasn't a crit. So there's that, Alwyn. At least it wasn't a crit. All right. Ooh, so your right arm, which your jerkin does cover.
No, it only covers the body.
Oh, my. All right, so you're going to subtract your... What's your toughness bonus?
It's 4.
It's good. All right. So you are taking 8 points of damage after everything is being reduced, as your right arm is grazed by a crossbow bolt that has been fired from the woods. And then you hear the sound of something. It almost sounds like a halfway between a bleat and halfway between a snarl. And sadly, the moonlight is able to give you a vision of what comes running out. And bursting from the bushes, there is something that looks like it may have been a sheep at one point, but its face now has the snarling and feral countenance of like a cougar or some other giant cat. And that's where we'll take our mid-session break. Da, da, da. And we'll come back and see how you guys handle your ambushers then. So for those listening at home, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. All right. So while we're waiting for Colin to get back, you guys can go ahead and click on initiative to get yourselves in the initiative tracker. And one thing we started doing that I liked in our Soulbound game is NPCs are just assumed to support a PC. So we'll pick somebody who reasonably could be supported by their effort, and that'll just bump up your, like, granted plus, you know, whatever to your actions. Matthias has to be in melee to really support, so you can make your decision based on that. Let me find, I think I've got a really great thing here. Okay, Colin's back, which means I can share what I think is some breaking news for it. So I mentioned that last night that Cubicle 7 is attending Warhammer World for the first time. And which is cool because it's the first time they've consolidated, you know, most of the Warhammer line with them now. So they've got two 40K games. They've got Warhammer Fantasy and they got the Age of Sigmar game. They announced today that they're going to be developing an Old World role-playing game based on the new Old World line, and it's going to be separate from the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay line, which will continue on as its own line. Yeah, so I'm curious if it's going to be a dice pool game, more along the lines of what Age of Sigmar and Wrath and Glory is. So you'll have a similar, like, one version that uses dice pool that is more cinematic, the way that Wrath and Glory is in comparison to Imperium Maledictum, and that gives a different play experience in the same type of setting to what the Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay gives, which is more commensurate with Imperium Maledictum.
I bet they do. I bet they do. I bet that's what it is. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I'm looking forward. It means that I need more days in the week then if we're going to be running Cubicle 7 games. So
more slots on Roll20.
Yeah, really. Exactly.
And yet
God damn
more
it.
slots.
I need at least enough to cover every Warhammer-based game that Cubicle 7 publishes. So
Seriously.
So Aaron is not going to be doing a lot during this this fight. Frederick, would you kindly click on your initiative button, please? And I'll get the...
Oh, that's under combat somewhere, isn't it? Well,
yeah, let me find what the... Killer Sheep.
Oh, there it is. There it is. Controls.
You say killer sheep?
Yes, he did.
I did.
God.
It's a sugar.
We don't have sheep like that over here either.
All right, so we'll put 3 of them out. Go. Oh, I should have put, hold on, wound tracker on them first. Come on, Madison. Jeez.
My 33 felt low, but it turns out that I'm the speedy one, the quick of the group.
Mm-hmm. I've always said that about you, Falknoth.
Althair's not meant for combat. He's just, naturally lithe, I suppose.
Yeah.
I am a priest. You can expect the most from me is a sling or a quick blessing.
It's going to get you an early grave in the old world.
Well,
So
yeah,
When we get jumped like this, do I have to sort of spend an action to stick my helmet on or something like that?
No, it's assumed it's on. Unless you're traveling with it off.
Yeah, well, I default to travel with it off because it seems a little bit ridiculous to travel with my helmet on.
So you might, unless you're carrying it, you might need to... Hey, look at that. Set up my campaign right. You may need to retrieve it, too. Let's see. We'll see how forgiving... here we go. Free actions. Shouting a warning, drawing a weapon, drinking a potion is a free action. I think I'm fine with you popping that thing on.
Okay.
Here's what I think. I think that if you're going to draw a weapon and you're going to do that, it will be a sleight of hand check because you're probably not like walking along with the helmet in your hand. It's probably hanging from a hook or you got some.
That's it. Yeah.
Getting it on, and only I'll make it a easy check, but I think there's just a chance of like, oh, come on,
Yeah.
And if nothing, so that's I think what our rule is. And if you make that check, it's a free action. You can still draw your weapon just like you can with a free action otherwise. And
where's sleight of hand then? Sleight of hand's a basic skill, is it?
Nah, it's advanced.
Oh, is it? Hold on. No, then you can
Yeah.
use. Hold on. What's a basic agility skill?
You could just make an agility roll.
But
I think the thing is you get the benefit of the skill though. That's why I tend to right, the skill bonus. They tend to focus most of these things. So like you rarely make a raw willpower roll. You'll make a cool check. You don't make a raw toughness check. You make an endurance check.
I was just saying if you couldn't find one, that's all. But yeah.
Athletics. Let's just say athletics.
Nice.
There we go. So it's an athletics check to get that sucker on. It'll be easy. But let me just finish setting up the adversaries here.
Yeah.
And in keeping with my... Nice! Would you like to spend a fortune point and re-roll that?
No, you've just fumbled it to the ground
Frederick
or something.
fucking smashes himself in the head with it, knocks himself unconscious, and is out for
failure, bro.
I could use one, couldn't I?
You could, absolutely, yeah.
I've got 4. How many have I got? 4.
4.
Haven't I?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, riches.
Well, they're
God, I'll try that again then.
demi-humans don't waste their
It's impressive.
Okay, I'm going to get rid of this here. My resolution to not delete any initiative trackers this year carries on. All right, so at least it's not a crit, so you're not clarking yourself. It just means that you're going to be able to do that as a free action. If you wish to draw your weapon, it'll be an actual action as opposed to a free action.
Okay.
But you got your helmet on. All right, so there's them, and then you've got your mysterious attackers in the woods. Let's see here. I can put those in the GM's layer.
I reckon he's still sort of shaken from that last encounter and the prospect of another fight so soon.
Well, it's also the first
there
time
you
he's
go.
had to throw this thing on, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's not used to this this equipment.
Like, you'll get practice with it in no time.
Well, he's been watching Fognoff, you know, seeing him getting all tooled up of a day and
Yeah.
thinking, oh, you must need some armour. Judging by that dwarf, you must need some armour for this business.
Yeah, but he's a Mandalorian. He never takes his off, so.
The dwarven Mandalorian. Yeah, that's right.
See, if
Yeah, he
you-
doesn't
if-
take it off much, but he should because he can't see shit.
All right. Then, let me check something here. So we did. Okay, hold on. Let me set something up here. There we go. And what am I doing? What am I doing? Madison, come on. Here we are. Yeah, this sounds like Wild Woods to me, guys. What do you think? Yeah.
Nice.
All right. Let me get this here. We'll set it up. I need to adjust the default settings for this one as well. Because one of the things they do with the default settings, if you don't change them, they have the background, like the edges of your map, they show it the same color as what the map is, so you can't, if you're trying to make something that's going to fill up the whole map, you can't tell on default, which is
Gotcha.
Bon cares. It is a decision I do not understand. There we go. There we go. Okay. We're going to use a battle mat because we haven't used one in this game
Nice.
yet. So I thought that would be fun to do.
Yeah.
That way we can see just how speedy this dwarf truly is. And I want you guys to prepare yourself for truly blinding speed. In fact, so fast you may even think that he's standing still.
Bogdanov senses he's being mocked. He knows he's being mocked.
He made that perception check, did he?
He did. Intuition.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. All right. And I haven't set any dynamic lighting. I'll just hide the markers for the other ones. It is something I with some of these games, I've just fallen out of the habit of using battle mats all the time. And our Soulbound one is really the one that has got me thinking again about, like, that's pretty fucking handy seeing where people are in relation to one another. Even just to know where you are in relation to one another. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It allows you to make those kind of tactical decisions, like, you know, you hitting choke points and things like that. Yeah. Let me bring you guys over. Oh, you know what? It means we're rolling initiative all over again because it won't carry over between the pages. So
our initiatives are set blocks, aren't they?
Yeah, it's going to be the exact same, so you're not rolling. Let me grab everybody here. Oh, no, don't. We're not on there yet. Wait till I say please. Please, bitte und danke. Okay. We go. Oh, what's going on here? Oh. Oh, that's why. I put something on the light layer instead of the map layer. Like, why is this thing all black? Probably because you put it in the wrong layer, dummy. All right. Sorry, guys. It's the first time we've had to set up tokens in this game. We are. All right. Third time lucky here. I have a good feeling about this now. That feeling was incorrect last time, but we'll see. Aha! Success! Alright, let me get everyone in their position here. Go. Matthias. Thognoth is up front there. Let's bring everyone down a scooch. Go. Hide by initiative tracker so you guys don't kill that. Thognoth, you're going to be up front here. Alwyn will be over here. Frederick, you were collecting things. So put you there. Errant will be right behind Alwyn, being dragged by that horse. Talther, you're going to be right behind him. Because you were minstering or applying aid and comfort to him. And the killer sheep. There you go. The shark sheep, if you will. The predators. No? Okay. Boo! Boo, Madison. Here we go. Now, can you guys all see? You guys all shift ping? You guys are right here.
Yep.
Everyone can see where everyone is. Matthias is back here. All right, Alwyn, you were shot from over in this direction, from where these things came from. Now, would you kindly click on your initiative once again, guys? Sorry for that. Nice. And I'll put their initiative in here too. All right, the measuring tool should work. Each square is 1 yard. And as a quick reminder, because we haven't talked about movement, we've only been talking about it in the abstract. You can move your movement in yards. Double your movement in yards as a walk. and you can try and run, which is an average athletics tech.
Where is movement?
Page 165 is movement.
It's on the combat page as well.
That's what I'm trying to locate where it's listed.
No, it's on the main page actually.
Oh,
on
is
the-
it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Just next to your
Yeah.
experience.
There it is. Got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then there we go. Ooh, a wolf sheep. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Then we have everybody in here. Let's go descending. All right. So actually, the first thing is going to be someone you cannot see. One is.
Could I spend a fortune point to act first?
Let's see here.
Yeah, that's a good. It's a good.
Choose
mission.
when to act in the round. Yes, you can. Yeah.
Nice.
I would like to spend one of those because, yeah. Okay.
So what would you like to do?
With the danger emitting, Talther wants to call on a blessing of Manon to help the two of the squishier people out to be a little bit more tougher.
Okay.
So he's gonna raise this holy symbol up and call on Manon's name and hopefully get a rather good success rate with the blessing of hardiness.
Okay.
And difficulty's average? Or
Difficulty is no challenging.
challenging, okay. In combat, yeah, right. Come on.
Nice.
3. Okay, so I can affect 2 people. If I get a one success is 1, 2, 3 is two people.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah, for every plus 2 SLU score, you can do range increase, target increase, or duration.
Yeah. Okay, so that's... Yeah, so you can hit 2 people with this.
I'm gonna get Alwyn and Frederick to, enhance their toughness
Nice.
for the 6 rounds.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
Excellent. Someone off screen is acting. Because you jumped in, I think they know what's going on next. All right. Let's see the range on this.
I fully expect to catch a crossbow bolt. Hopefully it's not to the head.
All right. So,
Just not the head, not the face, not the face,
not the face, not the chest either. God damn it. Jesus.
not the leg.
All right. So the first one does hit. This will be to the body. So if you got any armor in the body, you'll get the benefit of that.
Only got my toughness bonus.
Oh boy, what's your toughness bonus?
3.
Okay. So you take then. Mm. 8 points of damage from a grazing crossbow bolt, and then the second one.
Grazing, I'd argue with flies.
Whack! You're hit again. This time for 7 points of damage after everything is reduced.
Okay.
Oh, is that a crit?
For what?
7.
Oh, that takes me from 3 minus 7.
Okay.
So I don't know what that means.
3 to minus... Well, no. If you take 7 points of damage, 3 minus 7 is minus 4, right?
Yeah, I'm at minus 4.
Yeah. Okay. So
I'm
then the
trying
hit
to see what I
location
can-
for that one is the body as well. So let's see here.
So the...
I think we're
sorry.
rolling for a critical hit here.
So I take 4, so that puts me at minus 1 then, right?
I don't think there's a negative wounds roll.
Okay.
It's just you start suffering critical hits then.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's see.
It's critical wounds. Oh yeah, we start getting conditions at that point.
Well, no, you start getting critical hits,
injuries.
and those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the conditions is dead,
Yeah.
so there is that. All right, so then would you give us a percentile roll, please?
Okay.
I think it's the first critical hit for the part. No,
94.
Thognoth suffer one. Oh,
I don't know what any of this means. So
broken collarbone. You take, so you're already unconscious, so you don't need to take any extra wounds.
do I go unconscious if I just go to 0?
No, not necessarily. You gain the unconscious condition until you recover medical attention, and you suffer the broken bone major injury.
Is there some meta resource I can spend?
That's a good question.
There is...
Resolve, is it, or resilience?
Oh, yeah, you'd have to go
I
big
could spend
time.
fortune, and how did that miss?
no, you can't. So
it's
it's worth, like, hold on. Instead of speculating, there's 4 different meta currencies. Look up what you can do,
yeah,
and then
spending
make your
fate. How
call.
did that miss? Your character completely avoids incoming damage by some extraordinary fluke.
If you spend fate, not fortune.
Yeah, fate.
Yeah, fate.
Yeah.
I'll spend a fate point
So,
to.
just so you're clear, you burn it then. You don't have fate anymore. You
Well,
don't have
you
that
have-
1 point, and next time you will lose 1 point of fortune. Like, you won't have that same point. So you're okay with that?
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'll burn 1 fate point,
Okay.
and I'll avoid the second blow. Then.
Excellent. Okay, great. That's what it's there for. All right, so that second one would have taken you down altogether. You have avoided it. Then it is the sheep's turn. The wolf sheep have a move, so they can move 12 as a walk. Thognoth,
They get so close.
who was on watch here?
He's busy.
All right. So these will come in. They have advantage because of the ambush on you.
Okay.
Yeah, because if you can use effectively, the way ambushes work is if you use a skill beforehand, you can gain it 1 point of advantage that way. So then Thognoth, first one is going to be a contested melee. Now your shield that grants you a bonus to your defense, is it not?
Let's see here. All right. Yeah, gains a bonus of +1 SL to any melee test when you oppose an incoming attack.
All right. So then the first bite will come in. I'm only going to apply the gang up bonuses as they increase on you. So the first one is not going to get the gang up bonus. I got a success level of 2. Go ahead and give us your parry.
All right. Let's see here.
Yeah, remember you get +10 because of your shield. Is there a parry button on the character sheet?
I think
No.
you just make a normal attack, don't you? Because
Yeah, you just make it a normal
Well, no,
attack.
the reason being is that because it gives a defense bonus, there's certain things. I wonder if it factors that in already on the character sheet.
I don't know. I don't think so. Let's
Okay.
see here. I think actually the SL bonuses are
Yeah, they're never factored in. Oh, there we
so
go.
they're,
Okay.
yeah, they're never factored in, but they're listed in the roll there because I put it in
Excellent.
just to remind us.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
a success. My success level is 3, but that's still better than it because of the advantage. You now have advantage.
That's
1
what I
point.
like to hear.
All right. Well, yeah, you will because the second attack on you has +20 on it. So go ahead and give us your second contested. And you'll have 1 point of advantage here.
Yeah, which is automatic, which is nice.
Yep.
All right.
That's another.
Yes.
Very well done.
You see, now he was in such regret that he missed the last one, so
Yeah.
he's just gleeful right now. He's
Well,
just,
let's see how grateful it is. This next one, because I'm outnumbering you 3-1, is +40 to them.
Trouble.
Trouble indeed.
He's less gleeful now.
Okay. Go ahead and give us your final parry.
So I got another advantage by winning that opposed. Is
You
that
did,
correct?
yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, a critical.
Critical success trumps this. So then go ahead and give us a. Here, I'm just going to roll for hit location.
Oh,
Okay,
I just
Bonnie.
scored a hit on him.
Yeah, yep. Go ahead and give us a percentile roll, please.
Okay.
I think it does it on there, doesn't it? It's got a hit location, 64.
64.
I
nice.
think
Well, I
it
rolled
does
the
a
same thing.
random
Yeah.
one for you. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, and then go ahead and roll. Oh, so this percentile roll, please.
Okay.
Okay. And you slam into this thing. So as it comes in, as you block it, the first two, you kind of batter one aside, batter the other side, and as the other one's coming in, rather than interposing the shield, you just slam it broadside right into its ribs. And you hear this thing give another horrible bleeding kind of... As you've bruised its ribs, it will be suffering a penalty to agility checks.
Nice.
Then Thognoth, with 3 advantage, it is your turn. What are you doing? I think that's your initiative bonus, isn't it?
Say it again.
That's
What's
your
it?
initiative bonus is 3?
Yeah, capped.
Yep, so you're capped out now. What are you doing?
Well, first of all, of course, he's saying something almost unintelligible with the brogue of like, but he is going to. There is some possible tactics here, but I think he's just going to swing away here. So, nope, he's going to swing away. He will. He will go at that one on my left.
Okay.
And so this one right here.
Oosh.
And looking at my talents real quick. Doot. All right. Yep. Just swinging away.
Okay.
Draws. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I have. I have 8 degrees of success because of the outnumbered.
Oh, gotcha. Let's see here.
But a crit will trump it. I didn't roll a crit. Go ahead.
Okay.
Nice! 8 on the nose. So
Jeez.
that means it is, unfortunately, what is that, 10? 10 damage. Does Strike Mighty Blow always apply?
I think so. But we can, let me see.
Yeah, no, just... I think...
Yeah, it looks like it.
You deal your level of Strike Mighty Blow. Do you have 3 points in Strike Mighty Blow?
I do. Yeah,
Okay,
because
yeah,
it's
there you go. Yep, that's awesome.
Yep.
All right, so
Yep.
then it is 10 points of damage to this thing. And that's a huge hit.
It's a talent on his current career, and so you can only buy a talent when you're in that career. So it was time before I move up.
There you
500
go.
points to get those extra 2 levels.
All right. So yeah, you solidly hit this thing, in spite of the overwhelming numbers on you. Anything else, Thognoth, or you?
I think that's all I got.
Okay. Talther has acted already, so then it is Frederick. What are you doing?
Wow. He's feeling a little intimidated there. He's just gonna...
Thognoth, what you hear? I've got the sheep!
Is there any benefit from standing still and shooting, or am I all right just to move back into a little bit of
Unless you've got a talent that triggers something, I don't think there is any benefit. What you could do is you could spend an action trying to see where your attackers are, because they are still, at least the ones who are shooting at you and Talther.
So in the on page 161, the combat difficulty, there is one where it says shooting on a round where you also use your move. -10.
Yeah, it's -10. So there you go.
Yeah. I thought it might be something. Have I got it? So I can't see. Can I shoot into that? Am I all right shooting at those ones that Thognoth's fighting with, or is there a chance that I'm going to hit him?
Let's see here.
Pretty sure there is a chance.
Yeah.
I
Shooting
believe
into
it's
melee.
-20, and if you would have otherwise hit, then it hits me. Or it hits one of the other people they're engaged with, I think, and then it'd be a third of a chance that you hit me, or something like that. Something. Let's see.
Let's see here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a -20. It's page 162.
Yeah.
Here we go. Shooting is a melee, yeah. Minus 20 unless you don't care who you shoot.
That's not great. Don't like that.
Thogdust's got a lot of armor on him.
Don't listen to the GM.
And I can't see nothing in those bushes. Can I sort of...
You could try and make a perception check. Yeah, this would be a contested against their stealth.
Yeah. All right then.
Okay, give us a perception check.
Oh, that's some...
This would be challenging because it's contested.
Challenging, yeah.
Yeah, but a fail doesn't necessarily mean you just need to fail better than what they do if you fail.
Okay.
Impressive failure, so you cannot see. You can see the bush where it's coming from. It is definitely coming from over here. But you can't see the actual targets yet. Feel free to take advantage of the terrain as well, too, if you want to try and, break line of sight yourself or anything like that.
Yeah, in that case, am I right in thinking there's a little bit of a shelter from... So just... We're in a little bit of a sunken road situation.
Yeah, there's probably or at the very least, there's a ditch on the side of the road for water runoff. So, if you wanted to try and get some cover and run over either into here or into here.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Exactly that. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and I think don't humans normally have a move of 6?
Mine's 4.
Yeah, mine's 4 as
well.
well.
Is it 4? Okay. So you can move,
movement
walking,
4, yeah.
You could go 8 yards.
Okay. How do I move my guy? I've got it on... Oh, I've got to put a hand, haven't I?
Yeah. Right? That's okay. We appreciate you doing the... I tried to move my target with the measuring tool thing.
Yeah. That's
we need one of those per session, so we appreciate
That's a classic one.
Taking the hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so you walk across there, and then you've had a look. Anything else you wish to do?
I want to take a shot, man. I'm going to risk it.
At where Thognoth is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So are you taking the minus 20, or are you just going to fire and hit anybody and get the plus 20?
No, I'm going to take the minus 20.
Okay. Now, hold on. There might be a benefit from range, though, still.
I've moved as well.
Yeah,
now.
297 is... Oh, you moved is minus 10, so you're at minus 30 right now. And then... let's see here.
What's the range on your weapon?
Yeah, it's point blank range, short range.
Short range is up to 2 feet. Oh, here we go. Calculate range bands. So you've got a bow.
A longbow, 100 range.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So 5 yards is the point blank for the bow. That's in point blank range. So
Nice.
you're getting offset. So your net is a plus 10.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's not so bad.
And then I'm assuming you're following the one that Thognoth kind of battered to the side?
Yeah, see if I can drop that.
Yeah.
So what is it, challenging?
No, it'll be a plus 10 is what you're getting. And remember, don't put the plus sign in.
Okay.
But I think if you set the challenge... I can't remember how the things prompt. You would set it at challenging, and then you would add a modifier of 10 in.
Yeah.
Challenging 0. Oh, right, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Target bonus 10.
There you go.
Yes.
Got you.
That should work. That was close. You want to fortune point that?
Yeah, I'm gonna fortune point that because you don't want people thinking he can't shoot.
Okay. Did you spend
And
one fortune
also-
point already?
I spent one already. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you're down to 2.
Yeah, that close miss is also possibly hitting another person in the skirmish. That's another reason to fortunate. You don't want a close miss. Miss by a lot if you're going to miss. Miss big.
Okay.
Okay.
Destiny.
So then,
So I think that's a comrade, or at least that's someone else in the skirmish.
okay, so if you... Yeah, if you would have hit the target, if not for the penalty, you instead hit one of the target's opponents as randomly determined by the GM. So that is 7 points of damage. But Thogna, what's your combination of... Oh, let's see, hit location. Hit location is body. What's your combined body or toughness bonus and armor?
It's automatically me, not one of the other guys.
Automatically you. It's one of the opponents of the target.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you just ask me?
Your total armor bonus and toughness bonus.
Let's see here. What? Let's see. What location? Body.
Yeah.
Body. Body is 5, and is that correct?
Toughness bonus is...
Breastplate. No. The combo must be 5.
Okay, so total 5
here.
between your armor and your toughness bonus. What's your toughness bonus?
Toughness bonus is 4.
And don't you plate? Don't you plate on your body?
Breastplate is 2. So
Right, so it should be 6. And then if you've layered that with anything like chainmail, that'll be 1 higher.
Don't think so, no.
Okay, so then you take 1 point of damage, Thognoth, as Frederick's arrow skitters off the back of your breastplate.
Okay, and that actually, I think that kills my advantage, right? You take any wounds, I think.
It does.
Oh, nuts.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oops, sorry.
Yeah. Good effort, though. Good effort.
Good effort.
Good idea.
All right, so 1 point of damage for Thognoth, and then it is Alwyn's turn. Alwyn, what are you doing?
Frederick has not got the knack of this combat stuff at all. Dear, oh dear. Oh no. Oh, it's getting
Your
worse.
bonus that you granted Talther, that was to Alwyn and Frederick?
Yes.
Okay, shit. That would have negated the damage for Thognoth. All right.
Well, he's covered in so much armor that I figured the others.
Yeah. Alwyn, what are you doing?
Didn't visualize him getting shot by.
We should have given it to myself.
Can I move up? Move up this stuff.
Yeah.
I really hope somebody gets those guys' attention because they go before me next turn.
I'm gonna head into these trees and try and get a little bit of cover, but get closer to try and see where these archers are.
So first, give us a stealth check. Let's see if you can. I love this contested stuff because it allows you guys to roll, and I roll, and I can still hide the result.
Oh, yeah.
And there's none of this shit of like me rolling the things.
So that don't come into it, does it?
No, passive perception is just like... They're actively looking for you at this point.
Yeah. So it's challenging.
But it's good to keep it up. That's a great one to bear in mind. Next time you need to reconnoiter, like if you need to reconnoiter on something, that's where it's fucking great.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, so -2. So you make your way in there, then give us a perception check, please. And I'll contest it with their stealth.
You know what, Kev?
Yeah.
Could I mention? So I don't know if now I see why I was saying 5. It's because it's counting the breastplate and the shield. I don't know if the shield would.
Well, hold on. If your toughness is a 4, right, and your breastplate grants you 2, you should 6 is the minimum.
Right, and I'm saying the shield would be on top of that if it applies.
Shield definitely would not apply in this case.
Okay.
No.
Never mind.
And hold on, the shield, does it grant an armor bonus as well?
It does. It's AP 3.
Yeah, I guess if you're shot in the back.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to. Yeah, I think you need to be able to.
It must count in melee, yeah.
Yeah, you need to be able to apply that. I think, let's just quickly look it up because
we don't know that he was necessarily shot in the back.
Yeah, if you use this to oppose, you need to use it to oppose the incoming attack.
Okay.
But it protects all areas, does it, of the body? The shield?
Only if he's used it, and it needs to be used in the direction.
Yeah.
Right.
If you're contesting melee.
Yeah.
That's good because it covers.
You can also oppose incoming missile shots in your line of sight, but you were shot from behind.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's good to know because that definitely will help as well.
Yeah, and I saw the mystery. I couldn't figure out why it says 5 for my armor, and that's why. It's because it's combining shield and
5. I see what you're saying. I'm sorry. I was hearing. Yep. Yeah. 5 for your armor plus your toughness bonus, 9 total when you've got the things. That's great.
That's why I brought it up.
I can't wait to use trolls. That's awesome because it makes the characters, like in Rogue Trader, the characters are a lot more durable.
Yeah.
Yeah, not me.
John's like, no, fuck. What are you talking about? I almost died. All right. So then, Alwyn, what are? Well, yes, you made a success, and you succeeded in the contested role. Allow me. The players can see this. The characters do not, as of yet.
Yeah, I'm just hoping we get paid enough for me to actually get armor.
Well, you're going to be in for a shock with the old world then. Here we go.
There are 4 of them?
1 is my initiative tracker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll put them over here. There we go. There are 3 of them, and what you can see is one of them has just about finished reloading a crossbow. The other 2 are about to start reloading crossbows. They are mutants. They're very similar to what you faced on the road.
Am I able to sort of point them out now? I've seen them to others, or
I think you've used probably everything you've done. You could shout out that there's stuff there, but you're not going to be able to point out where they are. I think everyone knows they're in the bushes. They just need to be able to actually spot them. Okay. Anything you I think you're out of actions because you stealth and you've checked. All right. There's only 1 that has reloaded.
Does a dog act?
Astrid?
I haven't got him trained yet.
Oh, okay.
I've got to train him to sort of do any sort of combat stuff.
I just know he's just sitting there as a target. I'm wondering if he could just hide or something.
Yeah, I failed my training last downtime.
I sympathize with that fully.
I'm just looking out for
Believe
the pet,
me. All right, so shit, Talther.
Oh, come on, I didn't do anything to him.
Now, you could spend a fortune point to act before them this round. We're at the top of the round. If you want to spend a fortune point again, you could act before them and, dive for cover. Those ditches are good enough. You could get full cover so long as you're just going...
Crawl into a ditch tower.
Yeah, I think at that point, with seeing I don't see them, so I just know they're coming, so I will spend the last points.
Sure.
Hopefully I don't need to save myself. I can spend a fate point.
So you can do... you can both move and take an action if you'd like. Is there any action you want to take as well? Or are you just going to go belly down in a ditch?
I think I'm going to take mostly cover. I'm going to get right over here and get in a ditch.
Okay.
And maybe I'll say, Matthias, get down.
Okay. Oh yeah, he would have actually acted. He is belly down in the ditch.
Okay.
Okay.
Maybe I'll pull out a sling and then duck into the ditch.
Okay. So you are fully concealed in the ditch. You can't see anything, but no one can see you. Then it is their turn. Oh boy!
5 more rounds of blessings.
Yep. So Frederick, you are likely enjoying partial cover here.
I'm gonna put there.
Okay. And let's see here.
Can I have multiple blessings up at a time? Seems.
They won't stack. I don't think. No.
Oh, I mean,
is it?
The way cover works in this game is just that if you hit the location and it's covered by cover. Isn't that how cover works in this? It's not that it affects a penalty. It just.
I was hoping just to break line of sight so he couldn't shoot me.
No, they're not shooting you, but for Frederick would have waist up because he was trying to shoot.
Is it too late, Kevin, to spend my... Did we already go? Is it too late to spend my fortune point for initiative?
Yeah, you can still go. I haven't gone with them yet, so yeah, absolutely.
I think I'm going to spend mine.
Okay. Try and
yeah, my issue is because since I lost that advantage, and I got 3 opponents, this could be pretty nasty here.
Sure. Yeah. So if you want to spend your fortune point,
I'm going to spend it.
Yeah.
To go first, or to go, whatever.
Yep.
After.
I'm assuming you're going after the injured one too. I got with the gang up bonus 5 degrees of success.
And I'm going. I'm not attacking.
What are you doing?
I am going to disengage. I have a talent for this.
Okay. Why don't you click on the talent?
It is, let's see, which one is this? This is Relentless. Hang on, I think it's this one.
If you use advantage when disengaging, you have no advantage.
But it says further, you may use advantage to disengage even if you have lower advantage in your opponents.
But you have 0 advantage, though.
Okay, so you can't do it if you have 0. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Then I don't think that's any that's going to work. Gotcha.
Do you want to try and take this thing down, or you can also
sure.
try and make a dodge check, I think, to disengage. I'm not sure what your dodge is like, but that's the other way to get out of combat is a contested dodge check. Although if you're making a contested combat roll, you might as well just try and fucking whack the thing.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna. My dodge isn't great. I'll just attack.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. X. Challenging. Oh,
That's a. Oi, you want to? Oh, you have no fortune left.
nope, that's it.
Okay, I didn't crit, so it's just that you're not able to get a fight, and these things are fucking overwhelming you right now.
Yep.
Okay, then it is their turn. Okay, and cover was pointed out on page 161.
Yeah, it's like
So-
hard, medium, and soft.
Oh,
gives you
okay, got it.
bonuses.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I think
Mine.
you're probably behind hardcover then, Frederick. So I'll get minus 30. They do have advantage right now, so that is... All right. Let's see.
Okay, you've had toughness increased. You should be semi-okay.
You hear the sound... Oh, would you give us, Frederick, a percentile roll, please? You hear 2 sounds from the bushes. One is the sound of snapping, and the other is the sound of mumbled cursing. Because I roll a crit fail on the attack, and the fumble result is the crossbow has malfunctioned. So the one who reloaded. Let's do this here. There's the sad face. Sad face guy has a broken crossbow now, so he cannot attack. This game's amazing. All right, the other 2 are spending their round reloading, so they'll be firing next round. Then we have the sheep. Oh boy, wolf sheep. Would you kindly give us a defense here, there, Thognoth? It's the first one.
Okay.
I have plus 40 on my attacks here.
Let's see.
You'll be doing 3 of these, so you might as well start queuing them up. That is a successful defense in the first one. Go ahead and give us your second one.
And I get an
crit?
advantage, which is critical in these cases?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here.
We have an army. We have a dwarf.
Let me think about this. You know what? Because going through the minutia of this, if I actively use the shield, I think I should be having a penalty here, because if I actively use the shield, that's in my offhand. If I actively use the axe, I still get the benefits of the shield, but that is a that's
but if you're not using the
unbalanced.
shield to defend, you don't get the extra AP.
Now, see, I think that was the up in arms change. That's what we
We're spending a little too much time spending a lot going back to different rules. Let's just make the rolls. We have 2 more attacks, and then we'll worry about that afterwards. So, is your choice is to make a parry with your shield, benefit from the AP or make your attack, or benefit parry with the axe. I'll take a look at that afterwards. It's just this is a lot of time that we're spending for one exchange.
Gotcha. That was that up in arms change we made at the beginning of the campaign. But okay,
Yeah.
so.
But again, like if we're not keeping track, like if we're gonna, I'll look it up right now. I really would prefer not to be stopping and looking up. Anytime you oppose an attack with a weapon skill or melee, you may benefit from additional AP equal to the shield rating. If you have a shield rating of 2 or higher, you may also use your thing. So yes, so you will benefit from that so long as you can. Yeah, that's fine then, Sean. That's fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
But so I need to use the axe, and that'll have -1 SL. So that's a penalty I should be suffering. So
why are you getting -1 SL from it? Oh, because the axe is not right. Because it's bad for parrying. Right.
Right. It's got
also from up in
unbalanced.
arms. Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
if I
fine.
use the shield, I'd have -20 because it's in my offhand for the for if I actively use the shield because it's in my offhand. So I'll use the axe to save myself the -20, but I do get the -1 on the SL bonus.
Okay. So I do hit.
Okay.
But the damage is only. I beat you by 3. So that is 9 points of damage, but I think you've got 9 points of armor between the shields.
Yeah, just 9. Yeah, just 9.
All right. Okay, and then the third one.
Clang. Okay.
Go ahead and give us your third parry.
Okay.
Nice. All right. So that is just enough. So you managed to, in spite of the numbers, in spite of these horrible maws, your shield saves you from 1. Thognoth, you spent a fortune to go beforehand. Talther spent fortune to go beforehand. So Frederick, what are you doing?
They're no more obvious in their location to me.
You could try and make a perception check to see where those archers are, but what you can see is they're still... Thognoth is having a heck of a time with these sheep right now. And because you made... so you failed the second one, they beat you on that, you would have lost your advantage, and then you got your advantage. You have 1 advantage right now, Thognoth.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry, Frederick, there is still the 3 that are engaged, and you can't see where those archers are.
All right. Well, now he's feeling bad, and it just looks like he probably don't realise that Fognoth is managing. It probably just looks like Fognoth's getting eaten alive or something.
Yeah.
So,
Thognoth, you should have a total of 1 advantage right now.
Okay. I only beat I only beat 1 opposed test. Is that right?
Exactly. Like you beat the 1, you lost the second one, so you lost all your advantage, and then you got it back from that last parry.
Got it. Yeah.
So, do I have to? I don't really want to drop my bow. Do I have to drop my bow to draw my sword, or?
No, but you would be probably suffering that offhand. You could draw the sword. What are you thinking?
I was just going to draw my sword and rush in to help Fognoth.
Yeah, so you could just drop the bow, draw your sword as a free action, and then go in to help Thognoth?
Yeah, it's just this heirloom bow. We don't like dropping that. All right, anyway, but under the circumstances, he rushes in there.
Nice. Okay. So then against that one, you will be getting the gang up bonus. So you'll be getting plus 20 to hit this thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. It is... okay, I've rolled it. Go ahead and make your attack.
So it's challenging standard, but
yeah,
plus
challenging, and then you get 20 as your modifier.
Target, right. Oh, jeez. No,
you got 2 fortune points left. You want a fortune point then?
Yeah, fortune point.
Okay.
That, yeah. Oh, better than nothing.
That is actually enough. You beat them by 1. I failed by 1. So that is 7 points of damage. And with their toughness... What does it look like as you take this first wolf sheep down?
I reckon he's just come running in more or less with his sword held out straight in front of him and just kind of kebabbed it.
Okay.
Yeah, mutton kebab.
All right. Then, Alwyn, what are you doing?
He's not the greatest of fighters, but he's brave, so he's going to run over to here
Okay.
as the only alternative.
Do you need to run, or can you get there with your walk?
Sorry, walk.
Okay,
Yeah.
So, sorry, Kev, do I get a follow-up? Can I, like, you know, when you kill something, can you, like, step into the gap or anything?
I don't think so. And let me check about splitting up move, though. That's a good question.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I don't know. Okay, movement.
4.
Oh, okay, movement's after. I don't see. I followed the last sentence test. I don't see that you cannot do that. It just says that's what you can move. So I think you can. Yeah, so I think you can split up the move. Like, and I'll do that for the enemies as well.
Yeah, because otherwise you end up with this awkward situation that now he's like right out in the open, isn't he? Whereas before, you know,
and that will also help. Yeah, for next round with numbers with Thought too. So awesome. Yeah, go ahead and move yourself in there.
Because otherwise, that's a really disadvantageous position to be left in.
Yeah, and then Alwyn.
I'm going to make an attack against this guy.
Okay, let me see here.
My hand weapon, sword, I assume.
Where's the guy, Diz? I don't see him.
I think that's because you haven't spotted him.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're off my map. You've gone running off my map now. I've got to zoom out a bit. Oh, there, I see you now.
Okay. Go ahead and make your attack. Alwyn, I've rolled his
right, I'm rolling that again.
Okay. You don't want to fumble? Broken crossbow, broken sword. I love it. That is a hit, and you beat me by 4, which means 12 points of damage.
Dang.
So that is between his armor, and then what's the hit location? Left arm. Okay. That is 3, 4, so 5. You did, what I say, 12 points of damage. Look at this.
Yeah.
Ah!
The old shepherds out this way are a bit aggressive, aren't they?
It is end of turn. Now, does anyone want to spend fortune to try and get further around? I think we're almost out of fortune. So, Alwyn, you could spend a fortune and act before these others if you choose. Ditto for Frederick, because you guys have fortune points left.
Yeah, it's nice to have that re-roll, though, isn't it?
Yes.
That's the problem.
You're not tempt me, Muser.
Yeah. All right. So then for this guy, he is going to draw his hand weapon, and he's going to try and hit you, Alwyn. Go ahead and give us a parry roll.
Okay.
I might have gotten a crit success.
No.
I got a crit success.
Yes! So did I.
Look at that. All right, so you guys, sparks fly as you guys exchange blows here. Fucking great one.
I think we both get crits, though, don't we?
I think that's true.
Take it.
I think you're right.
I think we both take.
I think you're correct.
Just call it even. Don't do that.
So then, let's see
here. I think you do, though.
I'm pretty sure you're right.
So you roll. Give us a percentile roll for yourself.
Okay.
Elwyn,
It's damage all around. Yeah.
that's fucking awesome.
Well,
Yeah,
good thing you've been blessed, so maybe it'll.
All right, 19. That was
I hope so.
2.
Because I haven't got a lot of health.
Okay.
You got 10 more toughness than before.
Let's see your arm. So it'll be your left arm.
They both hit each other. in
Your
the left
arm is almost pulled from its socket. You drop whatever's held in the associated arm, and it's useless for 1d10 rounds.
Oh, well, at least it's the left one.
Yes, I'm assuming
Your
you're favored
friend.
right.
Yeah.
All right, and then would you? Let's see here.
Was that what I rolled? Yeah.
Yeah, and then give us a percentile roll for his crit, please.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is his right leg. 9. Sprained ankle. You've got a torn muscle injury. So he takes 2 extra points of damage. From your arm injury, you would take...
Yeah, I was going to say how much damage did I take?
Yeah. That was, what did we say? Wrenched arm. 2 points of, so you take 2 wounds, and then the damage from his attack would have been 7 to the arm, and you've got no armor in the arm, or you have armor in the arm?
Oh, no, I haven't got any armor.
Okay, so then what's your toughness bonus is a 4?
It's 5 at the moment. Cause
Oh,
of
5 at the moment, nice.
buffing.
So actually, so that means you only take 2 more wounds, so you're not taking another...
I gave him the toughness blessing. He has plus 10 to his toughness for the next 5 rounds.
No, but that's plus 10 to his toughness, which gives a plus 1 to the toughness bonus.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's,
That's
it's
okay.
basically reduction at 1 point.
Yeah. So you're actually down to 1 wound. That's... It could have been worse.
Well, it's kept me alive.
Yeah. So the others have their crossbows loaded, but I think they're going to have to... Oof. They're going to lay their cross... They're not going to drop them. They're going to lay the crossbows down, draw the weapon, and then move in on you. So they're not able to attack this round, but they are definitely outnumbering you.
What happened with the advantage there, Kev? Do you know who had the best?
I think it comes out in the wash. I think neither of you would get advantage from this. I don't know what the official rules as written are, but if there's a tie, that means that no one won. It's like
And you also both took damage, and any damage taken nullifies advantage.
good point. Yeah. So, and I got to apply the 2 extra damage. Speaking
So
of
we're
which,
both on 0.
thank you for the reminder. All right. Then it is the wolf sheep's turn. Oh, they only have 1 target each. So would each of you guys, or both of you guys, kindly give us a parry? I rolled very badly against you, Thognoth. I got a crit on you, Frederick.
That is a point. Where's parry then? Oh,
Just roll your weapon.
I see.
Yeah.
Marginal success. So you actually won on that, Thognoth. So once again, you've knocked this thing aside.
What do you get? You advantage on parry or any of that stuff?
If you have advantage, you should apply it to all combat tests, including parry.
There's an advantage
Right.
button just
It's automatic, though.
Yeah.
below your controls if you just put
It applies
+1.
automatically.
Oh, does it?
It does,
But
yeah.
once you've added it, you've got a
Yeah, once you've added on your sheet,
+1
in
to
the
your
advantage field.
advantage.
Yeah.
So where's the advantage sheet? Where you saying underneath what?
Where the initiative is, just the next box down
Oh
on the
yeah,
right.
I see.
Just put a +1, and then
And I've
just
got
roll your
+1.
weapon. Yeah.
I think you can update your token as well. Yeah, it's
I
linked to your
think you can
tokens.
as well. Yeah.
The green
Oh,
bar
yeah.
in your
Oh, yeah,
token
I
is
see
your
it now.
advantage.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I don't do a lot of that fighting stuff. Okay. Oh, gosh. Oh,
you want
gosh,
to fortune point that?
I've got to really, because
Yeah,
that could go badly wrong.
Yeah, it's a
couldn't it?
crit.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Come on.
Oh, there you go.
So it's a marginal success. So unfortunately, they do get through. This is to the... Oh... right leg, which makes sense.
Oh, damn it. Got no armor there.
Okay, then the damage would be 6 plus 2, so it's 8 points of damage, but you have... what's your toughness normally? Toughness bonus?
My toughness bonus... my toughness bonus is 3.
So it'd be 4 because of the blessing. So then you would take 4 points of damage to the right leg, and then would you give us a percentile roll? Let's see what the crit is. And what I'll do between now and next session is I'm going to record a lot of these numbers down, so like your toughness, your armor, and whatnot, different locations, so I don't have to keep asking for this stuff. Because that would be... This just seems like one of those games where like having that information at hand would speed things up on my end.
Yeah, I've done a 41.
41. Okay, so 41 to right leg is a twisted knee. You twist your knee too far. Agility tests suffer minus 20 penalty for 1d10 rounds.
Okay.
7 rounds, and I'll count it down with the old initiative dice here. All right, so this thing's got in there and got on your leg and kind of wrenched to the side. Then it is Dwarf O'Clock. Thognoth, you are no longer outnumbered by these things. You are sitting on 2 points of advantage. What are you doing?
I am attacking, to no one's surprise.
Okay.
Let's see here.
But what's surprising is it's on Frederick. Holy shit. No one saw that coming.
No one saw that coming. Oh, I can't see in the helm. I can't see who I'm swinging at with the helm on.
Helm turned sideways.
Let's see here. And there we go. Oof.
Okay. Oh my. Okay, here we go. I rolled a worse roll than you, so the net for you is actually +5. 15 points of damage to the right arm. Why don't you tell us what it looks like as you send yet another wolf sheep for slaughter?
I just took it off, just a clean like shunk. It just lands on the lands
and
on the
this
ground.
thing tries to sort of lumber forward, and then it's just still barking that distorted face on the ground as the pool of blackened, corrupted ichor spreads. Thognoth, you could move if you like. If you want to like reorient yourself, if you move out of engagement with it, it'll get an attack on you. But
no, I'll just make sure I'm square with it.
you got it. All right, Brother Talther, what are you doing?
I'm gonna. I didn't hear any twanging of bows, so he's becoming brave and getting out of the ditch. He's gonna move there.
Okay.
Can I see the ones near Alwyn? Are they engaged in the bushes?
Give us
in
a
melee?
perception check, please.
Okay.
This will be, let's say, average.
Perception, average.
Crit fail. What were you thinking of doing? Were you thinking of making a range attack?
No, I was gonna invoke a miracle.
So,
But if I can't see them, then I can't target them.
well, no, that's a crit fail, which means you may miss. What miracle were you thinking?
I was gonna invoke the drowned man's face of Manon and basically fill somebody's lungs with water.
So, with the crit fail, you have misidentified Alwyn as your enemy.
Oh, like that.
So, let's see this miracle then.
Lovely. I gotta do a pray, see if it works. So one time I pray it doesn't work.
Come on, challenging roll.
Don't do it. Fuck.
Oh, shit. Oh, you got no fortune.
No.
Okay, so what does the...
I'll go ahead and just...
Yeah.
I should have just clicked on it to start with. There you go. There it is right there.
Okay.
Gains the fatigue condition is subject to drowning and suffocation rules.
What's your fellowship bonus?
Hold on. Fellowship, it's range fellowship yards. Fellowship is a 40. So bonus is 4.
Is it 40 yards or is it 4 yards? Hold on.
Fellowship yards. And the fellowship bonus is the rounds.
Okay.
Miracles have pretty long ranges.
Yeah, so Why don't you tell us how Alwyn is now? Is there resistance against any of the miracles? I can't remember.
It says your targets gain fatigue condition is subject to rules for drowning. When it ends, they have to make an endurance check.
Fatigue, though.
Okay, so fatigue is minus 10 to actions.
Yeah.
All right, so Alwyn, you're beginning to drown.
I hate crit failures, man.
Didn't see that coming, did you, Alwyn, eh? Dear, oh dear.
Frederick.
For a little walk in the woods and you end up drowning.
Well, I mean, the odds of that happening, I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Right,
that's... Oh, man. All right,
Forgive
so
me, Manon.
go ahead and give us a... Hold on. There is one option here. Just because of... So you know what you can do with your narrative meta currency. Because if you spend...
You don't need to write encounters. You could just leave us in the woods by ourselves long enough.
It's
and we'll
wonderful.
kill each other.
Yeah.
I can. I think I can ignore one condition by spending a fate or something. Can I?
Yeah.
Resilience or
By spending a resilience, you can...
it's resilience.
Oh,
isn't
so I'm spending resolve, which is not the permanent one. You remove one condition.
it?
Yeah, it's
That's
removing
just
the
for
condition.
one round, isn't it?
No,
Yeah,
it's
was it?
you remove it altogether. It's the ignoring critical wounds is when it's only for one round.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I will. In the clarification, it was one instance of a condition, not all instances, is something they talked about in the dev updates. But
Well, it says one. Yeah, remove one condition.
yeah,
and they said it was meant to say one instance of a condition because you can have fire 3. You can have.
Oh, I see. Yeah, no, but for the purpose of this doesn't make a difference because it's either fatigued or not, right? So
Cool.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
good, but it's good to know for that, yeah. And this is, to be honest, this is one of the good things. I'm glad we're using a battle map. I think we're seeing a lot more of the nuances of the game that
yeah.
we're just
Absolutely.
looking it up and banging through it right now. This will make these kind of fights. The fight is pretty fucking fun.
Yeah,
I gotta say, like the dynamic, Alwyn made disagree.
Right.
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 Yeah,
That was awesome.
I was just going to say there's 3 of them over here, but I don't think I'm doing that anymore. It's
No.
more of a gurgling.
you get for fighting in the bushes, man. I mean, can't see nothing.
But I mean, it cuts both ways too, because like the crit fail that I rolled on the crossbow, that's why you suddenly knew where these fuckers were, right?
Yeah.
So, Frederick, you were up. What are you doing?
Right, I'm going to try and see if I can stab this thing again. I've killed one.
Yep.
Not used to this sword fighting malarkey. I'll have another go.
Okay. You get plus 20 to your roll because you outnumber it now.
All right.
Yep.
Oh yeah, nice.
In addition to advantage.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah. Has my advantage gone up to... Oh, no, I've got
No,
hit.
only
It's
if
gone
you...
back. It's gone down
Yeah,
to
you went
0.
zero.
No, yeah,
last
it
time.
would go up by 1 because you defended.
Oh, right.
Yep. And your initiative bonus is a 5, it looks like. So you got a pretty high ceiling for it.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So we go hand weapon.
So hold on, I'm just going to change it on your token because you should have advantage of 2 right now. Just to make sure it rolls properly. Then go ahead and give your hand weapon. I've rolled my defense.
You said 20...
Yeah, 2-0 is your other bonus.
The other bonus.
Yep. Nice. All right, so I failed by 1, which means you succeeded by 4. That is 11 points of damage. Not enough to take it down altogether, but enough to definitely make it think twice. Look at that.
Frederick's happy with that one. He's happy with that one.
Yeah. And your
He looks
advantage...
across at Fognoff to see if he noticed that fine bit of swordplay.
Your advantage also goes up by 1. Then it is Alwyn's turn. Are you spending a resolve?
Yeah, because you get them back, don't you?
Resolve you get back by
Or a little bit easier.
acting according to your motivation.
All right. Well, I don't want minus 10. Was it minus 10?
Yeah.
So I'm going to spend 1
Okay.
to remove that condition, and then
Sorry,
I'm just
man.
going to try and finish this guy off that's
Okay.
in front of me here.
So he's going to get plus 40 to his defense because of the number of people in there.
Yeah. Jerk.
But
Let's give it a go.
I rolled a crit.
Oof, that is a re-roll, I think.
Okay, come on. Crit.
Hey,
Nice. Unfortunately, he critted, which means he does parry. It is to your body. Give us a percentile roll, please.
Was it? Did he succeed by more
Crit
than 5?
always trumps, a success.
I don't think it does, but you always do the crit. But I think you still work out who won.
Hold on, let's see here.
I can roll a percentage for the crit anyway, because that still happens, definitely.
Let's see here.
This combat is brutal.
It's on page 160, right at the top left.
60, okay.
If you score critical, your opponent gets an immediate.
Beyond that, success level is calculated as normal. Last sentence, as always. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you actually do. No, that's cool. I mean, it's something I really love about the system is that it's one roll, and you see so much stuff resolve as a result of that one roll.
Yep.
It's really
yeah.
good. Okay, so then you will take him down because I only got 1 degree of success.
I think he'll take
no,
me
that's
down.
not true. Hold on. Outnumbered. But you're going to do so with your 8, even with just the 8, that would be enough to kill him. But he does get a parting blow on you.
Yeah.
And
I rolled a 30.
30. Okay, that is. You suffer a twisted back. 1 more wound, and you suffer a torn muscle in your back. But you killed him.
I'm down anyway.
As he goes down. Now hold on. What happens when you hit 0 wounds?
You start taking criticals, right?
I thought, yeah. If you lose all your wounds, you're overwhelmed, you gain the prone condition. If you're not healed within a number of rounds equal to your toughness bonus, then you pass out and gain the unconscious condition. So you were knocked to the ground, but you... where was your hit location? But yeah, you stab this guy in the heart as he does so. Furious back and forth between the two. You could spend a fate point like Talther did and ignore that hit.
I have got 4 fate. Yeah, I think I'll have to do it.
You have to burn the case, so put yourself back at 1 wound. You're still up and engaged with those last 2. All right, then it is the mutant's turn. I'm going to make a cool check for them. Because that's some pretty brutal things, and all the sheep are
He
almost
starts
down.
frothing at the mouth and takes one of them down.
Yeah, they're both still interested in fighting. All right, so then Alwyn, I got plus 20 against you right now for the outnumber. Would you give us a parry? Is it 4? I got a success by 4.
Right, I'm going to roll my last fortune.
Okay. Here it comes. Crit success. Let's see here. By 3, which reduces mine to 1. So I did succeed against you. Hold on. If you ignored his hit, that means you would have had 1 advantage. Is that included in this?
Yeah, I put it on there. Yeah,
Fuck.
unfortunately.
Okay, so then you suffer 8 points to the right leg. Did I take you down?
It will do. It's just whether I spend another fate, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause
Fate doesn't come back, so that is a resource to not spend lightly.
Yeah, because you can spend it to save your life as well, can't you?
Yeah. Now, here's something else that is a last thing. We talked about another option would have been resolve, in which case you pick the number rather than rolling the dice. You pick a number to roll, and you could have saved picked
afterwards, can't you? Yeah.
You cannot do it afterwards. You have to do it before you roll because it's phrased as instead of rolling.
Oh, for the resolve. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I think I'll save the fate to sort of keep myself alive.
Okay.
Or
so give us a
whichever one it is.
percentile roll, please. This will be to your right leg.
45.
45. I think that's the same one as last time. Yeah, twisted knee, minus 20 to your agility for 1d10
really don't
rounds.
like that knee.
I think Thognoth got that same result too. Knees, bunch of knee fighters.
You know, I will offer on the I will not fail for resilience. It does say you can even choose to do this on a test already failed.
Oh, does it? Okay. Last sentence.
Yeah, it's on page 171.
Yeah,
It's the last sentence, Kev.
Yeah.
As usual,
Yeah.
it's the last sentence.
Last
so
sentence, man. Cubicle
It's the
7
last sentence.
likes putting that in quiche in the last.
Yeah.
Which is bonkers because it's so contrary to rather than roll the roll. Like, why phrase it that
Right.
way then?
Right.
You know?
Right.
Like,
Right.
They should have a cheat sheet with just the last sentence of every chapter,
exactly.
every section.
They can even charge for that. I might even pay for that. You know?
Yeah. So what do you think,
Yeah.
Alwyn? Do you want to spend the resolve afterwards?
No, I've gone down now.
You've gone down? All
I
right.
said I've gone down, yeah.
Yeah, so you're prone and they fucked up your knee. All right. Then the other one. I'm sorry, it's the grim and perilous world. He's going to try and stab you. Yeah, you're prone, so he's got a more advantage.
Does Astrid react to the master going down?
I mean,
Barks a
I
lot.
don't think Astrid could reach.
He's not happy, but he's not trained.
Prone is. So you're going to take minus 10 on this. And they get. Oh boy, plus 40. Okay. Go ahead, give us your parry check at minus 10, please.
Minus 10.
Yeah, you should be at 0 wounds right now as well. No, you don't have advantage either, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah, I'll take that off. Oh, it's still on there. But
Okay. So then give us a percentile roll, please. This is to your body.
36.
36.
Dice really likes that particular 30 to 45 range.
Bruised ribs. All agility tests suffer minus 10 for 1d10 days.
That's the least of his worries.
Yeah, really? All right, let's see here. You're still not unconscious. You haven't taken the unconscious condition yet from a crit, so you're still. God, judge, wow. And I think we're actually at our quit time already, so maybe we'll leave it on. Thognoth, why don't you give us your defense against this thing as our final roll here? Because if you get a good roll on this, or if you get a crit on this, hopefully you'll. I failed by a substantial amount.
Okay.
Thognoth.
I failed by 4. So. Okay, so you are able to defend yourself. Do you want to make your attack, Thognoth? Try and take this sheep down? The wolf sheep?
Yes.
Okay. I got a 2 degrees of success.
Only thing is let me think about this. You think I'm aware of what's going on over here, of all the trouble?
Give us a perception check. Unfortunately,
Okay, this
this will be average though, so make it an average check.
Okay. Yeah, let's see.
Come on.
Not his specialty, but let's see. Yeah, no.
No.
Never mind. I was gonna
Mutton's
I was
on the
even-
menu tonight, boys.
Yeah. I was thinking of
Boys.
disengaging.
Boys.
Would help. but-
Yeah, right, Alan?
Right. So he's just swinging away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. That is a hit. I've succeeded by 2. Is that it for you? Hold on. Are you missing anything there?
Getting a bonus.
You included the
bonus?
gang up bonus of plus 20.
Gang up.
Oh, I did not.
So then that is a set by 4. So it's a set of 2. It's 18. What does it look like as you take the last of the wolf sheeps down?
Right through the clavicle, just a big, deep, just straight through the. Yep.
And you could move if you like. You know that they're in the bushes. You can't see where Alwyn is right now. So if you want to move yourself over there,
Yeah, I will go closer.
what's your
Like a
move as a dwarf?
little bit of a vantage point there, looking around.
Okay.
He's going. He's like looking and peering
Yeah.
into the.
Where are you?
Yeah. Where are you? That's a good. Yeah, that's exactly what he says.
Awesome. Then we will pick up with Talther next time. Wow, guys. So you get your usual, what is it, 150 we've been giving in XP?
I think it's 100 we've been
It was
doing.
100, yeah.
Is it 100?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only extra if we like fulfill some of our ambitions or whatnot.
Oh, right. So, yeah.
Yeah, we got more last time. Did you get your extra ones, guys? from
Yeah,
last-
250, right? It was
Yeah, yeah.
250, I think.
Yeah. Okay, then for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for our session 9, chapter 9 of our ongoing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay. That's our first real knockdown drag out fight we've had thus far.
Yeah.
And it's pretty. I mean, it's brutal,
Yes.
Yeah.
but that feels
It takes a while to get those moving parts, a few of those, all get
Definitely.
a handle on them. But
Well,
yeah.
it shows the differences between combat classes and non-combat classes, because
Yeah.
But that miracle,
Okay.
that's pretty awesome though. Like, is that even that -10? If you hadn't rolled the critical fail, like, aha, I got
Right.
him. And it was great, John. That is great fucking role playing to just roll with it too.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that's sort of the spirit of the game. Is just like these kind of mishaps in the fog of war can just
Yeah.
happen. And actually, good
Yeah.
role playing on Darren's part too. Neither of you guys bitched about that ruling whatsoever. So that's
Hey,
really
what about
keeping.
that arrow in my back? That was good.
yeah, I was tempted to say I would spend a resilience point or something. No, I can't do that.
Well, and the gang up too. It's been interesting. It was really neat seeing what it's like when you're outnumbered
Yeah.
too, because like that definitely makes a difference for
It's big.
even
and the
for
advantage. The advantage going like up and down
yeah.
and,
There's some good talents for outnumbered and stuff.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
yeah.
I think I might spend some
Counteract it and-
experience on combat-oriented stuff now.
Yeah, it's the thing is like this isn't what the violence in the old world is not the is not the punctuation. It shouldn't be the thing that happens all the time because it's supposed to be deadly. But it's nice to see. This is the first full-on combat I've seen with Warhammer Fantasy in years. So this is my first way of judging it. In comparison to Warhammer Fantasy Second, this is so much more interesting.
Yeah.
There's
and I think
way
the tactical
more
map
nuance.
makes
There's
a big difference.
Yeah. Very, very interesting combat. So anyway, but for those listening at home, we're over time right now. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the campaign, or the game we're playing, please do not hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, where we have a channel dedicated to Warhammer RPGs in general, because we run quite a few of them on the channel right now. There is also a bunch of other channels over there, like Finding a Group or GM Discussion. There's a really great community that's built up over the years, and you are more than welcome to join us over there. There is also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have a great selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code MuserWinter, all caps, all one word. It's listed down below in the description. You will save yourself 10% on your purchase. They are also having a special right now for not only domestic shipping in the US, but for international shipping, including Canada and abroad. They have a discount. Different countries have different sort of minimum thresholds for purchase, but you can get free shipping from them, which is fucking great because I've never had them do that before. I live in Canada and I've had to pay shipping fees on everything that I ship in contrast to a very reasonable free shipping rate they have for the US. So that's exciting. If they do not have something in stock listed in their extensive collection, or catalog, you can put it on a want list. They'll send you an email when it comes in, and then you can make your purchase at your leisure. There's also a link down below to something called Heroes Save Villages, which is the charity fundraising campaign that we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, a really incredible organization active in over 130 countries, benefiting over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children, including ongoing relief efforts in a bunch of different crisis areas. You can learn all about it by following that link, and all donations through that link go directly to them. None of it goes to the channel or any other middleman. It just goes to benefit the kids who benefit from their services. We're going to be announcing on the Charity Initiatives channel how we're going to thank our generous donors this year. Our first charity session comes up in about 2 weeks' time. So be sure to check that to see which ways we'll if you make a donation through that link before that time, check there and we will let you know what, how we will be inviting the donors to participate this year. The last thing I will say is an enormous thank you to our stalwart, grim, and perilous heroes. So Sean, John, Colin, and Darren, thank you so much for joining me back in the old world, guys. This was a really fun session today. I enjoyed seeing you guys beat the bejesus out of some cult, chaos sheep.
Yeah.
I think that was a dwarf mostly.
Frederick took one down. And Alvin took one down. Yeah.
You're in there. You're in there all the way.
Yeah, and the bonus like that, Frederick is only at 3 wounds right now. He was wounded before, but he's got your blessing to thank for the slight reduction in it. So
they can do the fighting all they want. I'm fine with that.
Exactly. So then we'll be back in the old world and see what happens to our stalwart heroes in 2 weeks' time. But until then, we hope that we gave you a few hours, take your mind off the troubles of our world, and think about the troubles that our heroes are encountering as they just try and make their way back to an inn. Until then, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.